Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Penelope Possum channel, or the Penelope Professional Possum channel, actually. And this is your host, Penelope Blossom, the professional possum, the most professional possum to ever possum. And gonna have to record the intro. Okay, hello, everybody, and welcome to the Penelope Blossom Professional Possum channel. This is your host, Penelope Blossom, the possum, most professional. I think today we might be just reacting to some videos because I don't really feel like playing any games. Alright, cool. Got me a burger. So does anybody see anything here that they want to watch? I kind of want to watch this one because it looks funny. We'll just start with this one and see. Oop. Wait, butts. Where'd my headphones go? Here they are. Ah. That's the one who was looking at.
Flavor is the most bang. Let's talk about that.
Big tray? Ah.
Good mythical morning. Sure, we've tasted every Monster Energy drink flavor.
And sure, we've drunk as much Red Bull as humanly possible.
And as much Monster as humanly possible.
Big deal!
I mean, yeah, big deal. Who else can say they've...
One moment.
done that?
Probably somebody on you. Probably the Try Guys. I don't know.
Better?
You know, there's people doing similar things, but I like to believe that we have our own unique style.
Yeah.
There we go.
A unique lifestyle. Even.
that
And
as
you
well.
know what? We are not done.
Never
We're
let
thirsty
your
for more
temper be
carbonated
shorter
caffeine
than your
bombs available in
pants.
dozens of flavors.
And we've got a
Okay.
whole lot of errands to run right after this show, so
Yeah.
this seems like the perfect day to get our bang on.
It's time for Gut Check Bang Energy Drink Edition.
Can we not say let's get our bang on? That's a little cringe.
You know the drill, gentlemen. The Mythical Crew acquired every available straightforward Bang energy drink flavor for today's tasting, a total of 31 flavors.
What's gonna happen to our bodies?
Riding high.
After you try each flavor, you'll give it a score of 1 to 100 based on your gut reactions. Then you'll taste the top 4 to determine which Bang energy drink deserves the top title of the ultimate banger.
And how am I
meaning.
going to contribute? By referring to my scoring aid.
Now, that's a cool scoring aid.
Score
but
with a bang.
I question, usually you have facial expressions associated.
Oh gosh. Okay, so a bit of lore with this. The man holding the chart is known as Link, and he is, throughout the episodes of these reviews, not been the most consistent reviewer. Mostly because I think he gets confused. But like, I don't know if he understands exactly how a 1 to 100 scale works. So they have to give him these little charts to help him. And they've gradually gone up in complexity. The first one they gave him was like a child's graph. Like, score higher if you like it more. Type thing. And it had like goofy little doodles on it. And they've just gotten more and more complex as they've gotten them. Oh yeah, a lot of people don't understand how averages work. And Link is one of them. Oh, he is very derp. Roslyn. Anyways, back to the video.
associated with the scoring, so that's how you know. This is basically just someone counting to 100, and
Yeah.
then you on a rocket.
Right. Yeah. I guess it's not gonna work.
Well, let's see if my scoring chart was going to be any help to me. It's on the back of a Doritos box.
I guess
you know what?
It's pretty simple.
It's actually
It looks like eventually they gave one to Rhett, but Rhett doesn't really need it. Rhett is extremely consistent with his ratings.
basically the same as yours.
It is. It is.
Mine says fly like an eagle.
Score with a bang, fly like an eagle.
For
Yeah.
you, passion is the most important thing. Forget about winning, focus on being. I'm so proud, even when you fail.
Oh, I think you really needed to hear those things.
Yeah, but this is not like we're not competing. We're just trying to score bangs.
Just in life, though.
It's like a fortune cookie meets like that, the little sticky notes that you tape to your mirror in the morning to make yourself feel good.
Yeah, this is the first one I'm going to keep with me.
Keep with me.
If you put enough sticky notes on your mirror, you won't see yourself in the mirror and you won't feel disappointed anymore. Demotivation.
Okay, if your palates need a refresh at any point, we have some caffeine-free chamomile tea in our fabulous
Whoever wrote the subtitles forgot the word free.
Floors Lava travel mugs from mythical.com.
hot.
And we're kicking things off
Hot.
with the fruity category,
Hey.
starting with Cherry Blade Lemonade.
Ooh, sharp.
Cherry blade.
A little fakey. I think that's going to be the case for a lot of these. 49.
Are you tasting the blade? Yeah, don't love it. I'm down here at 30.
Wild and Watermelon.
Okay, all right.
Okay, watermelon.
That's a stupid way to spell that.
They're all clear. Oh, I kind of like that.
Yeah, I'm looking over there. Every single one
Except
is totally
one.
clear.
There's a brown one.
So they don't add any coloring.
Oh, that's not bad. 68. It's better than the last.
I've tried Bang energy drinks before, and yeah, they are mostly clear. It's because they don't expect their clientele to have clear drinking glasses, or to not be drinking them straight out of the can. Yeah, Bang has a very specific audience, and it's that kid you could pay a nickel to eat anything in class. That's their clientele, is people whose main personality trait is will eat / drink anything. Like, they don't care if it looks pretty or if it tastes good, as long as it does what they want it to do for them.
Last one.
You know what? It hasn't moved me off 30.
Okay. You're stuck on 30.
Oh,
Bankster Berry.
What berry is it?
Wow, that's tart. It's a boysenberry.
It's got that.
It gets into Red Bull
Like
territory.
a chemist came up with an idea of what a berry should be.
50.
I'm lower than you. 45.
You can do that.
All right. It makes me feel weird.
Blue Raz.
Berry.
Nope, don't you say it.
Blue raspberries are fake.
55. I'm creeping up.
60.
Citrus Twist.
Okay, now let's get into some citrus.
Their names are cool. You know, blades and twists and
The first part was pretty nice.
refreshing citrus.
It was a 68.
I can't get off
Pretty
55.
Delish Strawberry Kiss.
That's almost too many words to describe it.
good. Oh,
It's creamy, in a weird way.
I don't like that.
Is that what the kiss is?
38.
Kiss makes it creamy.
Okay. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm not laughing at the guy who has gout. Big Trey, you frickin' almost murdered me, man. Oh my god. Goddamn creamy kiss. I'm dying. Okay. Okay. We gotta get back to it. Oh god.
I'm still at 50. No, I'm right here.
So it's
right here in the
interesting.
middle.
You've never talked about your scores in this way that like you can get moved to a place and then you stay there based on the next subsequent drink. I don't really know how to think about that.
Me neither. I've never thought about it
as
that
a
way.
viewer. Hey, listen.
And I'm gonna go backwards
For
It's
you,
kind of like a game of life.
Passion is the most important thing.
It is. For you, it's not.
Nectarine blueberry.
Okay. I think I'm alright now.
Now that's
Nectarine
fun.
blueberry?
I'm sorry, I have to pause again. Just the subsequent gut punches of the comments creamy kiss and the link I'm incoherent. I can't. Okay.
That's fun. I think I've rounded the corner to 63.
I feel like I could give all these the same score, but I'm going to give that one a 58.
Peach mango.
Okay, they do go together well.
Okay.
Okay. You know what? Something about mango keeps that weird taste from
I know
coming
what
in
it
at
is.
the end.
It's because mango has an aftertaste already.
Whoa.
So you just start to forgive it.
75, mango.
Oh, crud. Hello? Hello? Who's this? Sorry about that. Kiddos, I got a random phone call. No one answered. There was no voice. There was nothing. Joe? Joe Mama?
No?
Should have muted my mic before that, but...
Raging raspberry hibiscus.
Joe
Hibiscus,
Mammy?
You can't put that in a drink.
Eh.
And put it with
Same
rage.
joke, different
you don't make a
execution.
hibiscus rage.
It's 50. It's a 50. I'm sorry, 50.
I'm not tasting any rage.
Did you taste the
What would
hibiscus?
rage
And I'm glad.
taste like?
Would you know it if you tasted
no,
hibiscus?
No, which is why I like it. 62.
Would you know it if you tasted hibiscus?
Oh yeah.
Purple guava pear.
But it's not purple. It's
Yeah.
clear.
What's
But
purple?
So a purple guava is a thing?
Oh, okay.
Is purple a
As you know,
flavor?
I like purple. That was good. 72. I liked it.
49.
Strawberry blast.
Okay.
Ooh, it's America flavored.
What? This one tastes like a soft drink.
Strawberry's hard to do, and they did not do it right. 18.
Whoa!
No, I disagree. It almost it tastes like it's more carbonated. 59.
So enthusiastic.
I mean, I love
America,
it, but I'm
fuck yeah.
surprised by it.
And that concludes the fruity category.
Thank
Let's
goodness.
move on to the candy and dessert
Oh,
vibes
really?
category.
Candy and dessert.
Oh, hi, Toast.
It's so hot.
It is hot. It's real hot.
I'll be right back. Hold on. Alright, I'm back. Whew. I drank nothing for most of the day, and then as soon as I drink something when I get home, I immediately...
Okay.
Whatever.
And let's start with candy apple crisp.
Candy apple seems to be a very... Oh, thank you. Candy apple seems to be a very popular flavor for
Yeah, this
all
is a
sorts
total
of sweet
readjustment.
things.
Total readjustment. Which actually, I think that candy flavors, because they already taste like something unnatural, really work well with the unnatural vibe of an energy drink.
No, it's punching me in the face and turning me into a
73.
child.
73.
73 for me too.
Okay.
Ooh, completely even score on both
Cotton candy.
sides.
Oh, you don't like cotton candy, do you?
Ugh. I don't really like cotton candy flavored
Accurate,
things either.
but not something I want to drink.
Yeah, it's very accurate. 19.
50.
Swirly pop.
Okay.
Oh, that's a
interesting.
hard to look at can.
Sounds like a wrestling move.
It
There's
does.
BO in it.
Oh, now you got me tasting BO.
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 10.
20. 20.
Wow.
Whole lot of chocolate.
But it's clear.
Again,
Get
it's
chocolate in
clear.
here.
Oh, God. Why, Bang?
Oh God.
It's not great, but I think it's a 57.
4. Why do you think it's a 57?
Because
a chocolate, clear energy
It
drink.
tasted like Yoo-Hoo with a little buzz in it.
Ugh.
I mean, if you like
Power
Yoo-Hoos,
punch.
Power plant.
I think he means it tastes like how BO smells. Like, you know how someone can be cooking French fries in your house and you can almost taste the French fries because you're smelling them cooking? Something like that. Kind of like the way you might know, and this is a gross example, a fart might taste. Like, someone's fart's so pungent that you can almost taste it. Power Punch definitely sounds like a move you'd see on an anime. Like a really cheaply made anime. Like a second-rate My Hero Academia. Like with a Super Mighty Man. Or something.
Sounds like a wrestling move.
That's,
It kind of tastes like nothing.
it's like if Bang was just the flavor.
49.
Yeah, 50.
Blue and yellow limoncello.
Oh. But it's clear. That tastes very much like limoncello LaCroix, which is not one of my favorite flavors. I'm sorry. 30.
It has a little Mountain Dew to it.
Yeah,
Like,
you don't like
if,
that.
if you forget that Mountain Dew exists, but you want Mountain Dew, then this is for you. I'll give it a 56 for that.
If you forget that Mountain Dew exists, but
You
you
heard
want
me.
Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
Birthday cake bash.
Okay.
How?
You're going to be drinking a drink that tastes like birthday cake. You're going to do that?
I've drank birthday cake flavored milk before.
I'm just going to say, if you've gotten to a place where you're drinking something that tastes like birthday cake,
Yeah.
you just reevaluate your life choices.
I don't think you're headed down the right path. You're not headed towards the firework of life.
You're not going to fly like an eagle.
No. I'm going to give that a 5.
And you can forget about winning and just focus on being. 18.
Black cherry vanilla.
It tastes a little bit like medicine, which I like.
30.
Why would you like
61.
the taste of medicine,
Sour
you
heads.
freak?
Now, I feel like this might work because the sourness.
Like lemon heads?
Yeah. I'm going to give that a
Like, I don't like the taste of medicine. I never have. You just... Gone. That is all that medicine is supposed to do. And even the flavored stuff that's supposed to taste good tastes bad. The worst offender is, yeah, it makes everybody yak. No one likes how medicine tastes. I think the worst offender, in my opinion, is the bubblegum flavors. It doesn't even taste like bubblegum. Cherry is boring. And grape just tastes bleh. But yeah, even the kids' flavored medicines were never really great.
71. I'm starting to feel feelings.
I think it might be psychosomatic. 72.
You're
Can
like
caffeine really be
psychosomatic.
metabolized that quickly?
Root beer
Symptom
blaze.
of the mind.
I'm going to love
Root
this.
beer. Root
If
beer.
you like root beer, or if you have amnesia and you've forgotten that root beer exists, I like root beer, so I'm giving this one a 78.
I'm guessing Link doesn't like root beer. Okay, fun facts about Link. He hates the flavors of mint, coconut, and apparently root beer and cotton candy. So he's just a bit of a freakazoid there.
It sucks. It tastes like a Necco wafer.
It tastes like root beer.
He
You don't
is
like
an
root beer. I
odd
get it.
fella.
I'm going to give it an 11.
He's what I might call an odd duck. But, he's a strange guy. But if you like Necco wafers, it might be the thing for you. I like Necco wafers.
Ugh.
This is a good point to remind everyone watching that at the end we will know what Rhett's favorite and what Link's favorite
That's true.
were. So,
We're doing that
so
as a service.
keep watching, please.
As a service to the people.
Dude on the right,
Crazy key
Link.
lime pie.
Link looks too old for the hair he has. Yep. Okay. I'm leaning towards agreeing with you there. That's a very young haircut, and I know Link is a little older than someone who should be wearing their hair like that. He does look like he's trying to be cool, and he's failing miserably, especially with those freaking aviator shade glasses he's got going on. Red doesn't have to try to be cool. He just is. So this is the difference of someone who is cool and someone who's trying to be cool. Being cool is something that's supposed to be effortless. You don't have to try. You just do.
With a K. The crazies with a K.
Crazy.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
cool. I like key lime pie. I don't like this.
I feel like this part of my head is separating from this part. Like,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
my
It looks like
eyebrows
it
are
is.
like
I can tell.
a fault line.
I can tell by looking at
And
you.
it's like,
17.
It's kind of like opening up.
I once had
I
key
can
lime
tolerate
pie
it.
on a stick in Key West, dipped in chocolate.
That's interesting.
59.
Is that the end of
I
that
also saw a
story?
lot of old ladies' boobies hanging out because it was
Not.
every year down there they get naked and walk around.
What the fuck?
Lemon drop.
Lemon drop.
Can we pause and just absorb what Rhett just said? I mean, it's Florida, anything goes. But he said it so normally, like it's the migrating of the birds or something. Yeah. Ugh. Ugh. Gah.
Let me see your lemon drop.
And now I have a song stuck in my head. Great.
Hang lemon drop.
52.
Blech.
I gotta give that
Yeah.
a nice 63. I didn't think it was bad.
I already scored it, right?
Yeah, you did. You didn't like it.
Miami Cola.
Oh, here we go. Here's the
What?
brown one.
The only brown one we got.
Miami Cola.
Miami Cola.
Miami Cola.
I like that name. I want to like
I've
that
been
'cause
lured
it's
into a
brown.
place where this tastes good to me. I'm on the final stretch of my rocket journey, and I'm gonna give that a 72.
67. I kind of like it.
Whole lotta pina colada.
Is it
Pina,
gonna
not pina. Freaking mongoloid.
It tastes exactly like pina colada.
Pina.
And that's when I always say sunscreen.
70. I quite like this one.
24.
I'm pretty sure you don't pronounce the A as an A. Not in Spanish? If you pronounce the A as an A in Spanish? This whole time, no one's corrected me. How dare you all?
And that concludes the candy and dessert vibes category.
We interrupt this episode of Good Mythical Morning while I interrupt this episode.
Link, what are you doing, honey? Sweetheart, no, this is not a look. Where are your socks? Why are you wearing a suit jacket and an opened up, button up shirt? Why are you wearing black pants? Where are your glasses? Where's your wife? Where's your children? Go home. Take a nap. Take a nap, old man Link. Yes, he's very much trying too hard. Look at him. He looks like a discount Old Spice guy. Talking about some ancient flavorings here. Every one of these episodes I watch of them, I realize more and more that Link is a complete knob. I have no idea why he's friends with Rhett. Or how. This is a married man, folks. Someone married this and had children with it. Just remember that. I'm struggling. Yeah, and he proves himself to be a tool in multiple episodes. There are special rules regarding this guy. You know you're really a tool when you have to have special rules that everybody on the show has to know. Rules for Link. He can't have sharp objects. He will not be forced to eat anything he doesn't like. There's a list of rules that they made up for Shuffleboard that he made up on his own. It's just, there's a list, man. He is a big old wiener. I think it might be more entertaining to just have Rhett do the show and not have Link. Because Rhett seems like a genuinely interesting person. Link just kind of seems like a weenie.
Episode. I have no clue where Red is right now, but I'm gonna find him. And heads up, we're releasing a new video on the Rhett and Link channel this weekend.
You should check it out. It features Rhett and Link, acting like it's the year 1984.
We want you to watch it, so subscribe.
Come on, buddy.
You have to wait a little bit for this.
Finally, we have the wild card category, a category that includes several flavors with uniquely vague names.
Oh, like we haven't already had that.
Beginning with Radical Skedaddle.
Mm-hmm.
Radical Skedaddle. That's... Alright, so I've seen a meme about this. Not this specifically. Scat, like skip it up, up. Like the Scat Man? Oh. I think that's spelled with a... No, wait. Is that spelled with a C or a K? I can't remember. I think you got it right. But there's a meme about the names of candles. Because a lot of candles have really weird scent names. And it's called Layers of Absurdism, I believe. And it's progressively getting worse. Like, the least bad one is at the top, the worst one's at the bottom type thing. The top one's like lavender or something. And the very bottom one's something along the lines of 1,000 Wishes or Starlight Dreams. It's basically a progressive list of names of candles that just get weirder and weirder. Yeah, like there are theories of progression of the names. Like you get candles that are clearly named after scents that anyone can understand, like, you know, lavender, tea, a bookstore, blah blah blah. And then there are ones like Seaside Breeze, where it's more of a sensation you might associate with the scent. And then there are others, the absolute batshit off the wall ones, where they are not connected to anything at all. Like I have a perfume in my bag called In the Stars. What is that supposed to even be a reference to? Black Noir, yeah. Black and noir mean the same thing. Black, yeah. It's so ridiculously stupid. It's kind of like chai tea. Chai is another word for tea. So you're just saying tea. It's very, very silly.
Own it, Bang. This is your lane right here. Dumb named sour liquids. I'm gonna have to give it a 77.
Oh, you liked it.
That's a 77.
It's like feeding something to a newborn. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not a flavor. Like it's not like this is supposed to taste like
Oh, yeah.
that. So I feel like it's just a baby that's drinking things.
Well, it's a wild card. It's a wild card. It's wild for the baby. Makes the babies wild.
66.
Babies go wild for it.
66.
66, he says.
Rainbow Unicorn.
I've tried
Okay,
this one.
all right. I
It's
think it's
sort of
time
just
to
a
pass.
fruit punch.
Ooh, I really do hate that. And then I like it a little bit.
It's
And
actually
I like it a lot, and then I hate it again.
It's actually better than
That means a 50.
a lot of the fruits that I just had.
Yeah, I know. It's weird. It was
63.
weird. It was weird. It's weird what happened.
Purple Haze.
I think Link
Purple
might
Haze.
need a
This is
chill
what Jimi
pill.
Hendrix drank. Not bad at all. For my purple boy over here, I'm going to give this one a nice solid 75.
Wow.
Yeah.
You've really come alive with these
Yeah,
sort of
wild card.
ambiguous things.
Yep.
I didn't think it was that good, but I thought it was a 61.
I like it when they're not trying to imitate anything. They're doing their own thing. They're banging away.
Froze Rose. Or it could also be Froze Rose.
Is it alcoholic?
Thank God it isn't.
Tastes like a sweet tart. It tastes like one we've already had.
That one's milder, which I like. I can imagine drinking more than 3 sips of this one.
57.
So I think I got to go to 79.
Well, that's the highest you've given anything.
I know.
Wow.
I like it.
Star Blast.
Okay, I like
This
that.
one also looks
Why?
vaguely America flavored.
Because it feels like day one of naming energy drinks. It's in the first three things that people said.
Star Blast.
Star Blast. Let's start simple.
Okay. This isn't bad.
Oh my god, it is France flavored. Mother, it's a French flavored drink. Hun, baguette.
70.
That's the best
It's
I got for a
interesting
French
that you're
impression
liking
there.
because this tastes a lot like what we just tasted. Like it feels like they're not changing a whole lot, and for me, they're just not doing a whole lot. I don't dislike it, so I'm in the 60s. This is again a
I
63.
suppose.
Maybe I've just
I
been
mean,
lured into a spot of thinking that I could drink Bang and work for them.
Purple Kittles.
Enough.
the So this one's definitely America flavored. It's got a little plane in the middle. Look, right there. There's a plane. And what looks like an airstrip on one of the stripes. You see that? Yeah. Was it Kittles? What does that mean? I am confused.
Oh, they're purple?
Purple Kittles?
Yeah.
Can y'all start calling me that?
Kittles and bits. Kibbles and bits. Kittles and bits.
I gotta break it to
Sounds
you.
like the
Don't
cat
like this purple.
variety.
This is bad.
This one's not good at all.
This is in the teens. I'm sorry, 15.
I think it's Skittles without the S. It tastes
might
like
be
a
it.
Skittle
Yeah, they're trying to make it taste like Skittles.
with almost telling you. And I don't approve of it. 29.
Whoa, that one.
And that concludes the wild card round. You have now tasted every flavor of Bang energy drink, and your scores will now be tabulated so we can better determine the top 4 flavors.
I'm just gonna sit here and tingle. Can we tell you about our grooming collection? I feel like the bangs are banging me. We got
Come on, man. I'm just trying to drink water. Can we stop? Can we have a break? I'm trying to drink some water. Oh, the ice cream truck's here. Cool. Just trying to get some hydration up in this
we
station.
got all this stuff. You go to Amazon.com/mythical. You can get all this stuff to make your face and your
Oh,
hair and your
shush.
Clay pomade.
look good.
Beer
Come on,
bomb.
man.
A musical comb.
This is what I use on my hair, if you're wondering. Every freaking morning, I sit here and I work this stuff through my hair, and I'm just grateful that we've developed it
I'm
because
pretty
it's
sure
perfect.
all comes
Lotion.
through that.
It's great.
Candy milk. Peanut butter peppermint. lip balm.
Peculiarly perfect. Let me get the lid back on this thing.
And this is made out of wood.
These are high quality products, and everybody will be happy
Link
to be
failing
getting
to
these
just
things.
basic
So
human
you might want to
tasks.
do it as a gift.
Everybody will be happy to be getting
And
these
if you get
things.
amnesia, and then you're like, you know what? I want to treat
I
myself.
love the way you put lotion on it.
This is the way I do it. I don't like
Like a
putting-
praying mantis trying to mate.
I'm not going to drink my water with a creamy kiss. I'm just going to drink my water, try to get past the weird shit we've heard on this.
I do not put lotion on the inside
Is
of my
there a
hands.
cheddar?
That's the last place you want lotion.
The praying mantis, the
This is
female,
this is where you want
after
lotion.
copulation, will often consume the
Yeah.
male. Pretty sexy.
We need to have
Not
a
from my
discussion,
perspective.
right?
Stevie, what are our
Oh, I didn't know.
finalists?
Yeah, I didn't know where the landing was, like what that CTA was, but it was about the female praying mantis, so I should have known.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
on
yeah,
me.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
According to you, the top 4 flavors in no particular order
Hold on,
are
real quick though, before.
It's too late.
Stevie,
It's too late. It's too
what-
late.
Radical Skedaddle, which I think should be Radical Skedatical, because that rhymes more. Candy
yeah,
Apple
it does.
Crisp, Peach Mango, Sour Heads. And before you go through those 4, Rhett, your favorite flavor was Root Beer Blaze. And Link, yours was Froze Rosé.
Yeah, girl.
Hey.
Let's get our rose.
Please remember, again, this man is married to a woman whom he has a child with. 2 children. Just
This is why we do this. This is why we decided that whoever our individual favorite flavors would be highlighted, because every once in a while it might be the case. This is the first time ever, I think, that neither one of our favorites makes it to the top 4. All right, let's just start tasting these.
Let's start tasting these. Here's some of this. Here's some of that. I'm definitely a little worried.
we can
It is
tell.
really- it's starting to accumulate for me as well.
Starting to tingle.
Red's doing a lot better than
I do
Link
like the
is, but
fact-
that's
Listen, we
not
might get these
surprising.
mixed
surprising.
up. We might get these mixed up, so you got to be
So let's
careful.
just stay together. That one's better.
Better because it's got some flavor that like kind of hits you a little bit, you know.
Not as good as that one to me.
But better than the first one.
And then I think we need another.
What?
Here, just sip out of that.
No. Just catch one. Okay. Oh, no, you broke. Oh no, you broke it. You broke it. It'll leak. You broke that one too. It'll leak.
Stop throwing.
There you go. Nice.
There you
and
go.
soft.
Okay, there you go.
Nice and soft. Okay.
Nice and soft, sweet and smooth.
Tastes like cotton.
It does taste
It
like
tastes like
linen
cotton.
scent.
Tastes
I don't know what happened
It
to
tastes like detergent.
Yeah, yes. This one's gone. I don't know
Throw
what
it
we were
out.
thinking.
me-
Sour heads taste like linen air freshener.
To me, there's a
That's
very clear winner.
This
There's a
one.
very clear last place of these three. Boy, I hate to go to Santa Barbara with you.
Okay. Yep. So this.
Get it?
Is it that?
Yeah.
This. Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to crown the bangingest of bang.
The ultimate banger!
Whoa!
Candy apple crisp!
Candy apple crisp. It's so nice to you.
It is. It's the best bang drink because it's got something that makes you forget for a moment that you're drinking.
This is about as chaotic as I was expecting an energy drink review to go. Oh my gosh, that's terrifying. Yeah, how about we save that for next Spooky Scary Sunday or Saturday? Grimace. Like Wallace and Gromit? Grimace. There's a fun way to explain this. There's different viscosities of liquid, and you can layer them on top of themselves and on top of each other. It's just those drinks don't usually taste great, from what I know. What should we watch now? Let's just get rid of that. Okay, well, their channel is Good Mythical
Which
Morning.
jalapeno?
We've got a bunch of random stuff. Oh my gosh, we have to do this one. This one's gonna be so funny. Okay. Alright. Starting off wonderfully. Okay, for once, Link doesn't look like a complete knob. Which is funny. And Rhett just looks... God, how do I even describe that? He almost looks like the world's fanciest poodle from the 70s. Like glamour shot poodle. That's what Rhett looks like. He looks like a glamour shot poodle. And Link looks like Queer and Loving in Las Vegas. Yeah, that's what this looks like, huh? He looks like a tool, but he looks a little less like a tool, right? The sideburns don't look bad on him. I think him having sideburns would be a good move. Or mutton chops, whatever you'd call those. And his hair down looks a lot nicer. The glasses are still big no. And the shirt needs to be buttoned up. But other than that, he doesn't look as much like a tool. Like in the last video. But vintage food taste test is going to be absolutely hilarious. Y'all are gonna love it.
Hey, Foxy Mama. Today we're eating in the 70s.
Let's talk.
Queer and Loathing in Las Vegas, very much like right here. Why does this look like an old talk TV show? Like, oh gosh. What was, talk show, or, talk show host show? Jerry Springer? I'm thinking more like, along the lines of Jimmy Fallon's brand. Like, where they sit behind a desk and interview people. Donahue? Okay, yeah, let's go with Donahue. Sally Jesse Raphael? Let's go with one of those. I don't have any. Choose another one? Ah. I don't have a lot of knowledge on those ones because there aren't a lot of recordings of the older TV shows, especially shows like that. But you know the ones I'm talking about, the ones where the main host sits on a desk and invites people in. And all right, let's go with Donahue. This looks very Donahue then.
About that.
Wow, even the intro.
Good mythical summer.
Is it going to be like this?
You might be wondering why we're dressed like this. Well, we got a pretty
Is it going to be like this for the whole video? If so, that really adds.
groovy reason for it. But first,
Groovy,
we have an
really.
even groovier announcement to make.
Stop saying groovy.
Good mythical evening is back. Yes, we're doing it again,
Okay,
y'all.
groovy was the thing back then, but the way you said it was. Oh.
Look, 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 look.
Uncensored, unhinged, unsober, and unmissable.
Unmissable is right,
Yeah,
because
I
this
mean,
time around we're
Link's
doing
glasses
something
are
a little
usually
bit
like that.
different. Get ready for Good Mythical Evening, pain or pleasure. You decide. It's an event filled with all of the pleasures and pains that we're not allowed to do here on YouTube.
I'm sorry?
For the first time ever, you, dear ticket-possessing viewer, are going to have a huge influence on what happens to us.
Yes, you will be deciding what happens during the show. There's going to be live voting, live decisions made right in front of your eyes. Will we be pleasured? Will we be pained? Well, it's your
No.
call, and it's kind of scary if I'm being honest.
I know. We got.
Oh, I've got a bit of bad news. So I was trying to edit the world we were on in Minecraft, and I ended up deleting it. So unfortunately, we have to start all over. I know, it sucks really, really, really bad. We put so much work into the last one. We got so many resources, a diamond, so many cool things, but ice cream. We lost Greg for now. We will get Greg back. I promise. Gray Horse Greg will live on. I got a new seed. I got a new world. And next time, we'll be playing on that. Thursday, we'll be introducing the new world and the new start of Minecraft. And I even started a seed for our eventual hardcore world. But yes, rest in peace, Greg 1. Yes, hopefully we can find diamonds again and another gray horse and name it Greg the Second. We also have to find a gray cat and name it Greta. And dog and name it George. I forget the cat's name already. Gloria. And I remember the dog's name was George. We'll get George, Gloria, and Greg all back. I promise. We'll get diamonds again. Sometimes these things just gotta happen. Greg the First will live forever in our hearts, the golden boy he always was.
So much planned.
You know what? World's End, it happens. Yeah, but you know what else I want to do? I want to make a memorial to the first, the true Greg, the gray horse. In the next world, I'm going to make a sign with an item frame. A golden horse armor in the item frame, and the sign says, "Rest in peace, Greg the First. Greg the Gray Horse the First." We have to It has to happen. That's going to be one of the first things we do in the new world.
New stuff. We've done it for 2 years, and I remember every minute of it.
Right.
And I'm sure I'm going to remember every minute of this one. So
Memorialize
totally new
them.
stuff planned this year. Good Mythical Evening is going down.
It'll be an awesome memorial. We'll build a statue of him eventually, but for now it'll just be an item frame with his favorite armor and his name.
On August 24th at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific, streaming live on Kizwi.
And this is pretty cool. Another thing we're doing for the first time this year, Good Mythical Evening will also be streamed live at participating Alamo Drafthouse locations across the U.S. So seating is very limited for those, so be sure to grab those tickets early.
I'm such a fan of their theaters.
I love 'em.
They serve you food
While you're
watching.
But you don't like to eat and watch things at the same time, so you eat before it starts.
Well, if I was watching myself get plastered, I'd probably be hungry.
Okay, good.
Pre-sale for all tickets is open now for second and third degree Mythical Society members only. And then tickets are open wide to everybody.
Unfortunately,
on Monday,
since
July
Gloria and
17th,
George
beginning at
didn't
6
really
a.m.
have much of
Eastern,
a
3 a.m.
presence in the
Pacific.
And some of the ticket
last
packages
world, I don't
include
think there's anything we can memorialize them with. But they will be remembered dearly for the short time we knew them. Yeah, just Greg is the only one who had a name. But we'll get the cat, we'll get the dog, we'll get the horse.
this amazing T-shirt. Good Mythical Evening, pain
Got
or
ice
pleasure,
cream.
you decide.
I like it.
So go over to goodmythicalevening.com for all the details and to purchase your tickets.
And, oh my God, we're in the 70s! It's the decade that we were born in. That is so funky,
Whoa.
slamming, copacetic, far out, man.
Quick, we gotta go find our parents and make sure they fall in love or else we won't exist. I don't know why I sounded like Garth.
Okay,
Don't
so
worry
they're
about
both
it.
tools,
I actually
great.
brought my dad
Oh,
here.
great.
Hey, Dad, how you doing?
I'm doing good, doing good. Good to see y'all. Bringing back the 70s to me. Just
Yeah.
making me reminisce and having flashbacks about what I did in the 70s. So it's good to be here with you.
Oh,
Well, one of the things
say more.
One of the things you did is you had a little baby boy in 1978. What was
1978.
what was the best part of being a 70s dad?
Well, being the best part of the 70s dad was I got through spreading all my wild oats before he was born. So,
All right, it was a lot of 70s before I was born.
He was your last oat?
yeah, he might have been. He was my first of my last wild oats out of 3.
Okay.
You're the first of the last wild oats out of 3.
I'm a wild oat.
You get to put that on a T-shirt and sell that.
All right, I brought Dad here to relive some of the unique recipes from the 70s that have been lost to time. And by relive, Dad, I mean you get to watch us eat them because we didn't ship any of this stuff to you this time. You cool with that?
Thank you very much.
Oh, are they
He
gonna
sounds
be bad?
relieved.
And
Yes.
what- And what are you wearing, by the way?
I got my John Travolta Saturday Night Fever suit on. I'm ready to go. I'm back in the 70s.
You might have to give us the bottom half at some point.
We make quite a trio. All right, it's time for Time Travel Tastings, 1970s.
Hey there, Space Cadets. It's me, sexually fluid but only under the influence of psychedelics Stevie.
Oh, whoa,
Really,
that's an
though?
acronym.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
You're
whoa.
about to taste 4 different real recipes from the 1970s, which is where we are now. And after you taste them, you'll decide if the recipe makes you say, out of sight, or that ain't right. And here to deliver your food is Astrid Svensson.
Astrid.
Hey, how are you?
Oh god. I have a talent for pausing at the absolute worst moments. Look at her face. She looks like she smelled a really bad fart. And what is she wearing? She looks like a discount supervillain or something. Ooh. Is this even something anyone would have worn in the 70s? Can anyone who was in the 70s too shiny? Oh my god, I'm sure someone somewhere had to have worn something like this. At a club? Yeah, probably, but even then it seems like a little bit much.
Oh, hello.
I'm Astrid Svensson.
What a suit.
Thank you. It's quiet. I am the 5th member of ABBA, unofficially. I have to say that legally. And oh my God, is that Charles Neal?
Yeah, that's my dad there.
You look good.
Um,
Seen you.
Looking good.
can we...
I haven't seen
Get
you
her out
since
of
like last summer. How you been doing?
Been doing good. Yeah.
Okay, food.
Dad was hanging out with me last summer.
Oh, but it's the 70s. You're not
Oh.
alive. All right.
yeah.
So
Oh.
this is from McCall's Great American.
Oh no, it's bananas and ham hollandaise. I've seen this. Too many times to be shocked by it, but get
It
ready.
is ham and banana hollandaise, and it describes what's in it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's ham, banana, and hollandaise. Thank you, Astrid. Now, Link, if my memory serves me correct, we had this with Ryan and Shane on the Watcher channel. It's slightly different.
It's ringing a bell. I think it's an alarm
It's
bell.
turning me off of my ice cream.
Mushy. But yeah, there's a whole ham thing wrapped, you know, the ham thing,
Hamdle.
and then it's wrapped around there, and then
What?
I just kind of.
I'm going. You're having a lot of trouble. I'm just going straight for the middle here.
No. Ew, ew, ew,
I think you're supposed to
ew.
probably use a fork. Did they have those in the 70s,
No,
Dad?
they came out in the 80s.
Oh yeah, we had forks.
Okay.
Oh well, dang.
Okay, I'll be right back. I got it. I can't eat right now. I'm gonna save the rest of this for later. This is too gross to eat during. Oh, don't throw up. I had to put away my ice cream. It's turning me off of my ice cream, man. You know something's bad when you cannot even eat a delicious chocolate ice cream while watching it. I regret everything. Let's get back into it.
I should have used a fork.
Yeah,
It's not bad.
it isn't bad.
It really isn't bad.
It's banana and salty ham, but then it's that tangy hollandaise.
It's not-
that makes it all kind.
I'm sorry, it's not fucking bad. They are eating more. How? Is it actually okay? It looks... It does not... It looks suspect. They are eating more. It does look vile, but they're eating more genuinely.
Kind of come together.
Charles, you ever had a peanut butter, banana, and mayonnaise sandwich?
Had one last week.
I knew you would have had one. See, it sounds crazy, but it's a Southern thing. My dad loved them too.
Where?
Oh yeah.
And it's that tangy. There's something about the mayonnaise and the bananas together that the hollandaise is doing, but then you're throwing a little bit of ham.
I think we're liking it, but before we give our final answer, you got any like 70s fun fact for us?
Yeah, I got one for you. In the 1970s, seat belts were optional, and so was underwear. It was a slanky time.
It was a what time?
Stanky time. I'm sorry, stanky time.
Slanky and stanky.
Slanky and stanky.
When you said schlanky, I was right there with you.
Slanky.
Whenever I wear
Slanky.
underwear, I say it's a schlanky time. So I mean, I get it, man.
Ham and banana.
Slanky is now a term I'm going to use to describe anything that's particularly, like, I guess, weird and wiggly. Like a slinky. Schlanky. Schlanky is going to be similar to slinky. You're violently puking in your mind. Please keep it there.
Bananas hollandaise. Out of sight.
Hey, I'm back.
Befuddled.
Swank on in here.
This is from a 1974 Weight Watchers recipe book. It's called a jellied tomato refresher.
Oh. Did anyone get a horrible creeping sensation down their spine? Because I did. I forgot 70s was still around that time period where Jell-O was the big thing. Like you had to have flavorless gelatin in everything you ate. Ugh. One of these days we should just look up horrible recipes.
Yum.
I actually made these for the Bee Gees for breakfast. One time I was dating all three of them. You remember, right, Charles?
No. They didn't think it was healthy. It was because not too long before World War I or II, gelatin was a very high dollar item. Like only rich people could afford gelatin. But then eventually instant powdered gelatin came onto the market and suddenly the everyman, every Joe could afford gelatin. So he was putting it in all of his food, making drinks with it. So you get things like, and I'm going to show you. And I'm going to try not to vomit. Ugh. I gotta try to remember. There are a lot of them. Tuna and olives. That's one of them. Here's another one. I think I showed you a picture of one that was tuna and olives. That is shrimp. That is whole shrimp. They had some sort of tuna and jello dish when you were young. Oh god. I don't even like this stuff. Like, look at this. There's entire eggs and corn and ham and broccoli in there. And what is this? That just looks like death served on a plate, but it's from California, so what do you expect? That's probably what you had after. It just goes on and on and on. That's enough of that. It's enough to put you off the food for a while. If that's it, then that's a bad diet to do, because bulimia, which is what that's called, like the medical definition for someone who throws up the food they eat, is bulimia, I think. Or at least they're purging. It is bad for your health. It makes your hair fall out, your teeth fall out. And I know it's bad too. It's just I'm making sure.
Oh man, so it's got, gelatin, tomato, beef broth, Worcestershire sauce,
Oh.
and
Worcestershire.
green pepper. Enjoy.
Well, that sounds like a great combination.
Dad, did you eat this in the 70s?
Oh no! If I made it with tomato juice, we just made Bloody Marys. It didn't have no Jello in it.
Okay, yeah. It doesn't seem like.
You're gonna hate this, man. Just smell it. Think of it like congealed ketchup.
Okay, I like ketchup. That's
Autism.
exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Congealed ketchup. It's so weird.
The number of steps this thing went through to show up in a cookbook
Yeah.
in 1974. Like, what was happening in the world?
I don't know,
A
Dad.
lot.
Give us a fun fact. What was happening in the world?
Well, if you wanted to lose weight out of that book, you'd eat that, and you wouldn't eat anything for about 2 days. So that's how they lost weight back then.
Yeah, he's saying it would give you the craps.
Yeah.
Is that your fun fact?
That's the only fact I got about food. That food anyway.
I don't feel good.
I mean, I was told you had a fun fact.
You got other facts
Oh,
about
I'm
Seven?
sorry.
for everything.
Okay, I got another one. It says the 1974 movie Jaws was based on a goldfish that bit me once. Don't worry, I flushed it. I flushed that little a-hole.
He was very clearly reading off of a teleprompter there.
Yeah, you did.
And you meant every word of it.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Dad,
That sounds like it actually happened.
I'm sorry to hear that that actually happened to you,
Yeah.
Dad. And I didn't know that that's how. Yeah, I should see that movie.
Well,
now.
he's told that story 1,000 times.
Right, he has. You can tell.
Yeah.
This, are you? Is any part of you liking this?
No. And you know what? I love everything. And the 1974 version of me and the what is it now? 2023? No, it's 1974.
We're in 70s still.
Yeah. Jellied tomato refresher.
That ain't right.
Hey,
Hey.
got another one. I'm going to put it for you this time.
thank
This
you.
is hot. Okay, that is from 1972. It is a recipe from the Hamlin Publishing Group called Pear and Tuna Pizza. And speaking of groups, I once served this to the Village people for dinner after a big show. I wanted to date all of them, but they were not all attracted to me.
Yeah, yeah.
Now,
Like,
were any of them?
I've heard.
There was one that I thought maybe, but no. So you've got canned tomatoes.
Oh my gosh, I had a picture of this once too that I showed Big Trey. You remember that? I had a picture of this. I showed it to you.
Canned tuna.
Pears? Come on, man. It's already bad enough you had to add pears?
Pears
are just
onions,
rubbish.
That's a
and,
pear?
I hear it's mixed in a sauce.
Well, then what's the black thing?
Well, that's, I don't remember.
I think that's an
Spending too much
olive.
time with the
Village people.
trying to get the village people to be
Oh my gosh.
full of interest. Okay. What is the black stuff?
Pickled walnuts.
Pickled.
walnuts.
What?
Man.
I mean, but how does
I got
how does that
chill.
Dad, does this look good to you?
No.
I think maybe you forgot what it was like to be in the 70s. I mean, y'all were eating some crazy stuff, which technically means that's what we're made out of. Because what your parents were eating is what babies are made of, Link.
That's exactly right.
Right?
I think we established that Link is made out of wild oats.
Yeah, right. See?
Yeah. I think one wild oat.
Yeah, you gotta eat the oats to sow the oats.
How many oats am I, Dad?
You 1 out of 3.
Yeah.
Okay, that ain't bad. Oh gosh.
Okay.
They're
I'm gonna move
hesitating
this,
so
this
much.
walnut a little bit lower.
Yeah, I'm gonna put
How
Sorry.
did walnut get so soft?
in black.
It looks like death. Oh,
God.
It's horrible.
that's what we were expecting.
Oh gosh. The
They're
fruitiness.
both
The
struggling.
fishiness.
It's horrible. I don't understand. I can't place this. I can't figure out what was appealing about it at any point in any point of history.
Dad, please make this better by giving us another 70s fun fact.
Well, it said in the 1970s, free love actually cost $1.50. What a ripoff.
Really? What, $1.50?
Yeah, $1.50.
Was that for a condom?
Condoms didn't cost $1.50 in 1970. I'll tell you that right now. They won't but about a quarter.
Okay. Don't carry them in your wallet. That's what my manager at IBM told me when I dropped it in the hallway one day.
Yeah, it leaves a little circle in there, don't it? So everybody knows you got one.
Yeah, and I think it makes it deteriorate.
It does.
Well, I've enjoyed this talk on
Safe sex.
birth control. In the meantime,
Yeah, I'm teaching my dad about how to use
I've
a
learned
condom.
something.
You're not into this?
tuna and pear pizza. That ain't right.
Is there anything
Yeah,
you wanna
that's
promote,
about
Dad?
what we
Go
were
for it.
expecting.
Oh,
there.
yeah. It's good seeing you guys, and I'd like for everybody to watch Dispatches from Myrtle Beach. And if you got some things to send me, some emails, send it to ratherbeshagging53@aol.com. So y'all just send it, y'all watch it every 2 weeks on YouTube.
Hey, oh, wow.
That's right. My dad has his own show. He lets me be on it.
I've watched it a couple times.
Dispatches from Myrtle Beach. Check it out.
I quite enjoy it.
Check it out. All right, Astrid, what you got?
Oh no, not another Jello mold. We just got past the last one.
Oh, this is Betty Crocker's creamy dried beef mold from a 1975 cookbook. Funny enough, creamy dried beef mold is a nickname that Charles gave me in 1971, and I think about it more now, and it doesn't sound like a good thing. Was it? Okay.
No,
Your
well,
silence says everything. All
Hold
right.
on, I'm putting something together. I think that she might be your mom.
What kind of narrative are we
Or
creating
the
here?
Bee Gees are your dad. Ooh. All right, you want to know what's in that?
Wow.
Tell us what's in
It's
this.
gelatin, mayo, mustard, skim milk, dried beef, onions, celery leaves, and some other gross stuff. You know what it is. It's gross.
I think that this one.
Bye,
Okay.
Charles.
I think this one might. I think this one might work. And also, you know that dried beef. You know the thin dried beef that would come in the package even when we were kids. My mom would get it. So this is it's that super thin. I'm gonna get you a big slice now.
Dad, what is the deal with all of this like jellied stuff in the 70s? I don't understand.
Y'all eating stuff that I don't remember from the 70s, so you're on your own. I'm telling you.
We already
This
explained
is
that.
not a daily staple for you? Oh my gosh.
I think this is gonna work.
It's not. How do I'm supposed to think of this as
Don't
what?
think of it.
Like a
Don't think of it as anything.
some sort of a cold
Get a healthy bite now.
appetizer. Dink.
Go away, little
All right, fine.
ball.
I'll get a little bit more.
No one
I
loves
think
you.
you're gonna like this. Think of it like a dip.
Mm-hmm.
Like an onion dip that you would dip chips into, but there happens to be beef in it, and you're eating it with a fork straight up, and there's no chips around.
It's very mayo forward.
And your mom is pregnant with one oat.
Dad, give us one final fun fact from the 70s as we process this.
In the 1970s, you weren't cool if you didn't have a Bee Gees song on your ringtone.
Wow, that's a throwback
Okay,
right there. You
wow.
gotta get that ringtone.
Didn't know. I didn't know. It's a fun fact.
I'm enjoying this. I really am.
I don't hate it. Even though, what is that, a lima bean?
There's beans in there. Can I take this home? Can somebody pack this up for me?
I don't love it, but I don't
Put some
hate it.
saran wrap over it.
And it's got a great name. Creamy dried beef mold. Out of sight.
I'm
Yeah, all right.
I mean, at least it's not moldy.
So we were 2 for 4.
I'm completely baffled. I'm thrown for an absolute loop. I'm struggling. I really am. To justify this. Yeah. Ooh. No. Just no. Can anyone who was born in the 70s in the chat tell me why? this stuff existed. Like, I had my own little theory going there. Like, anyone who remembers enough of the 70s to have a good memory of that, just, was it, you didn't eat stuff like that? Someone had to have, right? They were in recipe books. Like, you don't try every recipe in a book. But someone has to have tried one of the recipes in those books at some point, right? I cannot for the life of me. Yeah, it was either it had to look enough in the cookbook for someone to want to buy it, or something else. I really can't justify this at all. I really can't. I'm really upset. I really am. Right? Like, imagine your mom comes into your room or calls you down to dinner one day and has the fucking beef mold of death on the table. And she serves you a big old slice of it, like a nice big healthy slice. Yeah. Like they just gave you a nice healthy slice of the frickin' and told you you could not leave until you ate it. Like you would be sat at that table. And it wiggles. Don't forget, because it has gelatin in it. It would jiggle and wiggle and jiggle and wiggle. You'd sleep there. It would not be very comfy. How about we watch something a bit more wholesome, like idiots trying to make boba without a recipe?
Oh, God. Today we're making boba.
What is it? What's happening?
The biggest, bestest, greatest season without a recipe ever. Oh my god, it's salty. Why is it salty?
Just an incredible metamorphosis of goop.
What is it? What's happening? Why is it alive? The first place winner is...
I'm gonna call it weird pick, but I'm thinking this guy's gonna win somehow. And not the Asian guy. But I actually do like boba tea. It's very good. You know what? I have a funny feeling boba tea is gonna be one of those things. He does scare everybody. He looks like a human weasel. And not in a funny way. There is a funny way to look like a human weasel, trust. He looks like a feral weasel wished to be a human, but whatever granted the wish didn't know what a human really looked like, so it just did its best. That's what the vibe he gives me is. But I have tried boba tea, and I have a weird feeling boba tea might be one of these generational things that a couple years down the line, people are going to look at boba teas and think, ugh, that looks so gross. I could easily understand it's not for everybody because it has tapioca pearls in it, which make for like a little chewy bit.
And you're going Asian this episode. Finally. I dressed the part.
I think one of their names is Eugene.
That's right, you get to watch the finale live.
The show where we have no recipe, no clue, and no hope.
The Try Guys are back in the kitchen for another episode of Without a Recipe.
We decided that this is a cup, right?
This week, they're making boba.
What do I do?
Will they spill that hot tea?
Every episode, a different kind of goop.
Or will their little balls be unsuckable?
That tastes like dirt.
Each guy will have 2 hours to complete their boba drinks and present them to our panel of judges.
Welcome! We're ready to judge boba tea.
Rosina Pansino! she's the host of Nerdy Nummies, if anyone remembers that.
Hey everybody, I'm Rosanna Pansino, and I host one of the most popular baking shows online.
My name is Jimmy Wong. I am an online chef as well as an actor. And
This guy kind of looks like Grant from Mythbusters, just a little bit. Like just tiny little bit. He has a very similar face shape and haircut. His eyes are different though. And I think his nose is a bit wider at the base. Grant was Asian! I think. No. Yeah, Grant Imahara. Thank you. God. You might be thinking of Tori. Because I've gotten those two mixed up more times than I'd like to admit as well. Yeah.
a bunch of other things, but chef, that makes sense.
My name is Philip Wang. I'm a co-founder of a YouTube channel called Wong Fu Productions, but in 2019, I realized that YouTube was too easy, so I started a cafe called Bopamovo Cafe. Totally joking, by the way. Everything's very hard. We're here with Zach,
Wang
who's one of
balls.
our assistant
This is
managers
just
part of the
gonna
Bopo
be-
fam. So boba is just basically like large tapioca balls, and it's usually added into drinks, usually milk teas. It was invented in Taiwan, and now it's more just like a lifestyle now. What I think is great about boba is that it actually slows down the sipping process because you have to stop to chew.
Good boba should be soft and chewy, but still have a firmness in your mouth. And you definitely don't want it to be mushy or chalky. Finding that perfect balance is key. Yeah, you definitely need to have patience while you're making it. If you try to rush things, then you're gonna get
Kinda
the wrong
looks like
texture.
caviar
It should be
in a
this
way.
very, almost like gelatinous mochi type texture, and that's what makes good boba to me. Why? Why aren't you? The internet is available.
Boba. They're kind of like perfect little boogers.
That's a horrible way to
I've made
describe it.
Tea before. Remember that 6-part series that some of you tolerated? I've made boba once before. It was with a kit, but I did it.
This episode was my idea.
Muddy
I thought it'd be
swamp
fun.
water
I
with
thought it was
frog
different. I've
eggs.
never done a drink for without a recipe,
Thanks.
so this is a first. I've made pre-made tapioca pearls, but I've never made them from scratch. But I know that they're relatively simple. I'm just a little worried about them getting too hard. Everyone likes soft balls. You don't want hard balls in your mouth. Nice, soft, chewy balls.
I really don't understand.
It's just gonna be jokes like this from here on out, folks. It's not gonna get any better.
Balls. You can't eat them. You chew them until you're bored of chewing them and then swallow them. But it's weird that we tell people not to swallow bubble gum and then we serve them a half of a cup of gum in a drink. I don't like boba tea. And I'm gonna prove to the judges that they don't either.
I take it back. I don't think this
Tapioca
guy's gonna win.
pearls, which I believe come from tapioca oysters.
Boba is basically kind of like dough. It's
dough.
I love boba. I love
3.
That is a very poorly edited
Bow.
panda there.
I gotta do this for Asia. If I don't win this one, I'm shaming the
Bastard son of
entire
Chris
country.
Pratt and Adam Driver? Which one? There's so many characters here. Which one is the bastard son of Chris Pratt and Adam Driver? There are 2 people with glasses, both of which can be considered nerds. This guy, right here. Yes, very much bastard son of Chris Pratt and Adam Driver. Also, his teeth are darn near orange, aren't they?
Team Asia. Hot dog, okay. When I was first making Zydeco, I accidentally put way too much sarsaparilla in my first batch. And it tasted like delicious root beer tea. So I'm just gonna make that mistake again. Today, I'm making a root boba floba. It's a root beer float flavored boba drink. And then I'm gonna top it off with Pop Rock so that it sizzles like a soda. I want it to be like a fountain drink experience. Like you're getting a root beer float, but we're adults now. We can't handle all that sugar.
You must cook it. And there's bowls. I'm not a tea boy, and I'm not a tapioca boy. I'm trying to think, what is the thing that I drink the most of in like an Asian cuisine? And that is soup. I love all sorts of Asian soups. The one that I liked the most recently is Tom Kha. So yeah, I think if I make a lemongrass coconut tea, I think I've had star anise in there before. I think there's maybe ginger sometimes too. I do think I'm gonna put a little bit of chili oil in.
Oh, this is where it's gonna go bad,
Do
right
the
there.
Tom Kha.
I need the gelatin.
Okay, it's in this little, looks like that bottom one.
Oh, it's down here.
Under
They're
your
supposed
dirt.
to be
Under my
sweet
dirt.
drinks.
I'm doing a love letter as Good Eugene. Special effects there. A love letter to one of the greatest energy resources we as Americans have tapped into, which is, of course,
Oil.
oil. A
There
big
you go.
satisfying thing you know from boba is breaking through that plastic seal, which I immediately thought, wow, it's like an oil rig. So my whole conception is called What the Frack Tea? Gonna create almost like a diorama of the Earth's crust, and you have to basically lightly destroy the environment to get down to the good, juicy, oily boba. The boba themselves are gonna have some edible dirt in them, and then on the very top, over the seal, I'm gonna create an actual derrick made out of pocky. I want you to feel really good about destroying that beautiful diorama that I've created.
This guy is trying way too hard to cram a message into a fucking boba tea. It's tea, my guy. Just let it be tea. Just let people enjoy their tea without trying to cram an environmental message into it. Like, can I just enjoy my ube cheese foam boba tea without you breathing down my neck? And yes, cheese foam is a thing you can add to boba tea. And no, it's not actually cheese, I don't think. But it is very good, and it makes it very yummy.
So what's more American than that? Good, Eugene. This create a lot of jobs.
I want to punch him in his nose. His nose looks like the perfect target to punch. Is anyone else feeling that? Like his nose is like... crease. Like, his nose is the perfect size to just... His nose is the perfect size for me to just cave it into his skull.
First, the bakers have to figure out what the hell goes into boba.
What the hell is pinocchio sugar? Pinocchio.
So I feel like I need to win this one, or otherwise I'm shaming all of Asia.
You're already
I feel like
ashamed of
people
your
really wanna be
parents.
slurping up as many balls as they can when they're drinking this awful thing. I don't like boba tea.
To get started, I am going to dissolve the brown sugar
Banker's
in this water
nose.
using this pan here.
Can we
As it
say
heats
that?
up a little bit, I'm gonna add in all the brown sugar and mix it.
All right, I guess here goes nothing. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I think it's a sugar water, and then you add the tapioca.
And I'm just gonna use basically a teaspoon of the tapioca starch. You don't wanna add all your tapioca starch at once because it will start to burn.
Oh man, this immediately becomes too hot and it starts burning. What is my? Okay, let's just freaking go for it, boys. This is wrong. This is wrong.
Yeah,
oh,
you could chop
no.
Liz with
Just
his
do equal
nose.
parts
They're already
water and
fucking
tapioca.
up.
Tapioca, is it tapioca flour? What is it?
I'm just gonna keep stirring this until it becomes kind of a sticky paste. If you do add in a bunch of tapioca in the beginning, your texture's
All
gonna
of
be
these
all off and
people
your
are
dough's gonna
horrible
come out kinda weird.
disappointments to their parent.
What is happening to it? What the f? It's turning into rocks. What is it? What is it? Why is it? What is it? What is it? What's happening?
looks like
People
spooge.
like this?
If you get it wrong, you can get kind of like a non-Newtonian fluid or just like a really chalky dough.
What's a non-Newtonian
Yeah.
Oh boy. I have a good explanation for what a non-Newtonian fluid is. It's not a scientific explanation, but it's how I understand what it is. So, a non-Newtonian fluid, as I understand what it is a thing that is solid as long as you're moving it around, but turns into a liquid as soon as you, like, let it rest. So it makes this really weird texture thing. You can get a non-Newtonian fluid by combining, I think, cornstarch and water. It's almost like a dough
It's wet, right? And then you do
while
that,
you're moving
but
it.
it's not.
Just sitting on its own, it looks like a liquid, but if you hit it or pick it up, it becomes a solid.
There you go.
Defies physics.
Are these the balls? It starts melting, and then it's dry, and then it's melting, and then it's dry. How could I move on? This is the most
Solid when
interesting
energy
thing
is
I've
applied,
ever
liquid when the
experienced.
energy is dispersed.
So if
Ooh,
you
blech.
do have a non-Newtonian liquid forming, and you should probably just start over. The most you can do with it is just play with it.
You just accept defeat, accept failure, and just get back on the horse.
Is oobleck the stuff with the cornstarch?
I have no chance. Let's try boiling it.
So the only three ingredients you should be using for homemade boba are water, brown sugar, and tapioca starch.
To really get the idea of fracking, I'm gonna create a gelatin top layer to replicate the top layer of the Earth's mantle. So it's gonna be like matcha flavored.
Water, brown sugar, and tapioca starch.
Let's put a lot of brown sugar in it. I wanted to put chili oil into it. Now's the time.
Oh boy.
Actual edible
And this is
dirt
where they
into the
start
boba.
horribly
If
messing
you're adding
everything
a
up
bunch of other
because
different
they're all
ingredients in there,
idiots.
The texture might come out wrong.
That tastes like dirt. And then I'm gonna put the tapioca with it and hopefully make a ball form.
You're gonna have some problems if you're not sticking to these three ingredients.
Oh no, how did that?
So, while we're watching these horrible failures of human beings fail to make something that is 3 ingredients, we're also sort of learning how to make this 3 ingredient special little treat.
Oh no, It just suddenly became impossible to mix.
Because it's non-Newtonian fluid, my guy.
I'm so confused.
I know. I know what it is.
You know what? I'm just gonna dump this out and see what it's like. It might spill everywhere. Oh God, look at that. It's like, wow, yes. So weird.
This video is like science.
Yes, yes. How does that work? Look at this.
Oh,
It's science.
Yeah, look at what's happening.
Do you see that?
Yeah.
Come on. You're giving me too much material to work with here. I can't come up with anything better than what's happening on the screen. How am I supposed to make commentary on this?
And then it's liquid.
We love it.
Did you guys see that? How does this? Oh my God. I can't make boba out of that. Maybe I'll knead it so it just stops moving. Is that normal? Just stop moving, you weird kinetic ball. Do we have flour? Can I just get some AP flour, please? I don't think there should be flour in this, but my assumption is it'll hold its shape better. It's doing a flubber thing that I'm very weirded out by.
There's not much I can say, and I'm
What's
just...
happening? Why is it alive? This will have to do. Put it in a bowl so it doesn't escape.
We'll put it in a bowl so
Looks like
it
it's ready, so I'm
doesn't
gonna go ahead and turn off
escape.
the heat, and I'm gonna slowly incorporate in the rest of my tapioca starch.
Typically, the color of boba has that caramel color, so we actually do have some food coloring that we're gonna add right now.
So we have a dough here. It comes completely off the pan. It's no longer liquidy.
Got goop on the plate. What you gonna do about it? Goop on my plate. Just an incredible metamorphosis of goop.
And we're gonna knead it until it becomes kind of a smooth texture and consistency. So then when it's ready for us to cut it
Can
up.
we look at the
Until it
lovely
becomes kind
boba
of-
dough here?
A smooth texture
And what color it is. It's a nice dark color, right?
and consistency. So then when it's ready for us to cut it up.
Either I'm
And his looks like bread dough. It looks like shitty bread dough. I'm not mad. I'm just very disappointed at this point. There's not much we can say here. Just, these people are complete failures in every conceivable way. And they need to go sit in a corner and think about how they've offended every possible kind of person in one video.
messing something up, or this is easier than I thought.
These are worse
If it
than
was
the war
super hot
crimes
at this
that
point, I would just
anyone
probably
has
just give it a
ever
little bit of time.
committed. This is a
Wait for
war
it to cool
crime.
down, and then I'd start working with it.
If it was hot, why would you continue working with it right now?
I don't know.
It's so hot.
Really burns. Okay, I guess it's good. How do I know? I don't know. I don't know. It's brown sugar, tapioca, water, and vanilla, and it looks like goo. I feel like I'm a street vendor in another
Nothing,
country,
not a
entertaining
single
children
thing these
with
people are
amazing
making
gooey
looks like the
snacks.
thing
It's fun. Oh my god, it's fun.
that the
What do I
other
do?
people were making.
How do I do this? I don't understand. Okay, we're just gonna put this downstairs. Let's try again.
Reduce, reuse, recycle. Frack.
So now you have your dough. It has been kneaded. You can see it has a really smooth texture. At this
It
point,
looks like
you want to roll
chocolate,
it
right? It looks yummy. It looks like chocolate.
into little
It has a nice dark chocolate brown color. That does not.
These are like extra large Tic Tacs.
I gotta make these a lot smaller than I want to. They don't fit through the straw. You got nothing.
And then we're gonna coat our hands with some of the tapioca starch, and you can start rolling them within your own hands.
I'm kind of playing the world's tiniest violin over here. What do you think it is? Look, it's all about technique. Oh no, it's like getting crumbly now because it's so dry. If I have to tweak these roll these balls out again, I'm gonna be pissed.
With 45 minutes left, Keith is on his third batch of whatever he's trying to make.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Okay, it's done. It must be better be done.
Cooling.
Ow! It's hot!
Oh shit!
Candy goes on the table. You never seen the taffy guys?
Since I'm assuming things need to cool down, I'm gonna make my decorations, which go on top of the boba. These are the oil derricks. I'm making them out of pocky.
Cute. Has the tapioca industry ever had a formal party? A tapioca ball, if you will?
Okay,
Boo,
now we have
that
our
was a
boba
bad
balls roasted
joke.
down, ready to go. You're gonna bring your water to a boil.
I've been working for 30 minutes. Like, this is still maybe enough for 3 bobas. I think I just need to accept that it's time to move on.
34 minutes and no one has boba.
Excuse you. Oh, this isn't the same as that. The first one was closer.
Basically, you want to add your boba into boiling water, but around 20 minutes boiling and 20 minutes off the heat steeping.
You think I'd boil the balls? No, they wouldn't. No way. No way, Rach.
We got the balls. We got the balls.
You'll know when to start adjusting the heat based on how the boba is reacting to the water once it starts rising to the top.
Oh my god, they're getting big. They look like Cocoa Puffs. And I'm not cuckoo for that.
After boba has been cooled down, we're going to make a brown sugar syrup so that it can sit in there, kind of soak in a little bit more of the brown sugar flavor.
I feel like this kind of gives it one last nice little coat, so that when it goes into the drink, it has this extra little flavor. Otherwise,
A lot of boba drinks have that syrup added into
I believe
them.
this is the most important step of boba, is giving it a little ice bath when you're done. Look at that, they're shrinking back down. It's like when you go in a cold pool. You want your balls to get chewy. Wow, way too chewy.
Oh my God, they're still moving. Yeah, you need to boil boba. So one thing I know, boil it.
Now it's something I know.
Because otherwise you just have, you have other.
I'm completely flabbergasted. This seems so easy.
What if I just roll them up
I
and
guess
throw
they
them
don't
in there
have a
before they
recipe,
can
but at the same
move?
time...
Yeah. Everyone in Asia is just shaking their head at me right now. You know what?
There are
Let's test
people in
one.
America
Spoil
shaking
it.
their head
Nope,
at you,
it's
boys.
flattening. That's not right. That's not right at all. I'm just gonna chunk these in there, and then maybe I'll just chop them up afterwards. Like little dumplings. You know what are those called?
Dumplings.
No, spätzle. I really thought I could do something cool. I'm so sorry, Asia. Everyone in Asia is just shaking their head at me right now. It's the shame of the continent. You're laughing, right?
It looks like soup.
Oh God, it's so bad.
Now that we have the boba balls all cooked, we're gonna assemble a
My boy
classic
created the
milk
world's
tea.
worst
We gotta make a
soup.
tea, guys. That's the whole competition. So I've got a Assam
So
black tea
I
and
think
sarsaparilla.
Zach, which is that one's name. This one's name is Zach. I think he might have the only actually ingestible boba here. I think he might be the closest one.
Wow, that did nothing. Oh my God, did I break the blade? Do I need like a diamond blade to cut sarsaparilla? Did you guys know this? The sarsaparilla just rocks. Wow. Oh, God damn it, I grabbed a Zydeco mug. I feel like I'm being taunted by the failures of my past.
We're gonna start off with Assam tea. We're gonna sweeten it with some cane sugar. It's our basically in-house simple syrup.
So I'm making a lemongrass, Thai basil, mushroom, and ginger tea. Which
Ew,
is the flavors of
mushroom?
tom kha, my favorite soup. The thing about tom kha is that there's ingredients that you're not supposed to eat. Our judges are gonna be drinking so much tea that I'm sick of tea. I want some soup. Rosanna Pansino's gonna be like, I want some soup, God damn it!
I don't think Rosanna
give her some.
Pansino would say
How much time is
goddamn
left,
it.
Rachel?
All right, now it's time to put the boba in the cup. Beautiful boba balls.
The gelatin's from my Jello. It smells okay, but it's gonna taste disgusting.
How do you get the ice apart from the boba? What do you do? The ice is staying with the boba.
Now we're gonna put some ice in.
Pour the sweetened tea, just a splash of milk on top.
This is my tom kha inspired tea. It's mainly lemongrass and Thai basil, but it's also some ginger. Just do it, Keith. Wording is for the weak.
Hot, 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 hot. Ow, 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 ow!
Now we gotta get our boba boys in. Now they're all stuck to my fingers like boogers.
This is pu'er tea, and that tea is well known for tasting just like twigs and dirt.
I'm trying to make this like a root beer float, so we're doing that much cream. I don't really know the ratio. I've never seen ice cream and boba before. There's probably a reason.
I wanted to make like a dark simple syrup to make the oil, but I don't have enough time, so I'm just using honey and dyeing it so it looks a little darker. Let's just put them in, shall we? Perfect little boba bumps.
So in my tea, we have oat ice cream, oat milk, boba, brown sugar, and Pop Rocks, bitch! That's a root boba floba, mother.
Trying to create a layer to make sure that
They all
jello
were trying
doesn't sink
way
over
too
it.
much.
This is not working. Come on, Eugene, just make it pretty. Hey, the jelly set. One thing I'm happy about. I'm so sad about everything else. Oh gosh.
Actually, you can add jelly cubes on your
3,
bobas.
2, 1.
And it's
Hands
not
up,
bad.
bakers.
This is the most fun I've ever had. So weird.
Alright.
Welcome! We're ready to judge boba tea. We're judging on
I'm
creativity, taste, and presentation. Also, is it boba?
It really comes down to just making sure that you have the perfect chewiness. If you overcook it, it's too soft, or you undercook it, it's still too hard, and you still get like some of the powder inside.
I think it's all about the balance. Boba itself has an inherent sweetness to it, and then the drink that it's in needs to complement it. So that's why milk tea is so popular.
And I like my little boba balls. I like them soft and chewy. I want to be able to chew it like 2 or 3 times before they break. That's the perfect boba texture for me.
Judges, evil Eugene is in the past. This is the whole season of good Eugene. Good Eugene. Ah. So good obviously means best, most. And what's the most used natural resource we got? Oil.
Laughter and
fracking,
shock.
right? Yeah. So this is my what the
Rosanna
frack
looks
boba tea,
horrified.
an ode to the oil industry.
She looks horrified. Justifiable. It looks disgusting.
Oh my, oh.
I mean, boba tea doesn't always look great.
It looks like the sludge you would get from refining.
Oh, you know, that was the whole vibe. You want to get that petroleum aesthetic. What you see before you was intended to be sort of like a diorama of the Earth's crust. I wanted like an oil derrick of Pocky at the top, beautiful boba at the bottom that should be like digging for oil. I'd used pu'er tea, famous for being very dirt flavored. I also threw in some cookies and cereal in there too, trying to create the layers. The actual boba has edible dirt in it. I want everything to taste like dirt. Because it's an ode to the oil industry. Then I also made my own matcha tea jelly.
I see just dry matcha powder on top.
And then that was supposed to, be like the grass.
Okay.
So that when you stab it with your straw, it's like you're actually like the oil drill, like you're getting down there.
You know, I will say, It does look gross, but I do like the story behind it. And I can understand the elements you were going for.
I think it's really creative as a theme drink. I've never seen an oil-themed boba drink before.
There's
And
a
I
good-
like this. I think this is really creative to make this out of Pocky.
How much boba is in here? I don't really see. Usually, like, I don't even see it here. Usually, you can see it kind of like on the sides. But
Oh,
it's
you
just,
know, it's just
so dark down here.
Yeah,
it's like an
just
abyss.
like oil.
You can't see.
Are you ready?
I'm so ready. I'm scared. Oh,
You
I'm
should
scared.
be
I'm scared. I'm scared. I don't even know where to
scared
start.
for her.
Just
It's
go
up to
for
you,
it.
Phil.
This is
You're the
terrifying.
Hold on,
Oh
hold
my
on,
god.
wait. Did everyone's straw going very, like there's resistance going in?
Yeah, it's hitting a lot of things.
Yeah, it might be the matcha jelly.
Well, I'm smelling matcha and cereal.
It's
I'm
disgusting.
not getting any.
Oh my god, it's salty. Why is it salty?
That's a good question.
Way too much. Gosh, this is matcha overload.
What is that? What is that? That's like sea cucumber. I haven't got one ball. I'm like.
Oh man.
Is there any?
Oh man. I feed my kid better than this.
I haven't found a boba ball.
I can't find a boba ball. Eugene, are there balls in here?
You know, they might not be in ball shape. Have you ever heard of spatzel?
It's like almost like a cookies and cream kind of texture.
Yeah.
But not in flavor at all.
I mean, look at that.
The dirt, honestly. No.
She's trying.
Oh my gosh, it's stretched. It's stretched.
It's stretched. Oh, poor Rosa. Poor Ro. Oh no.
Season of good.
Still
That's not the
smiling.
sound that she was going for. That.
I love matcha. It's so
Is
good.
this a
And this is a lot of matcha. Sometimes too much of a good thing is too much.
Oh my god, I got the boba ball.
There was one?
Yeah, I got it. It's not a ball.
Which shape is it?
It looks like a walnut. Is this your boba?
Yeah.
Okay.
My
let's
cat
take a-
just ran in here and started eating my reusable bag.
It's just not.
No, it seems pretty evil.
Is it boba?
What the f do we think it's not boba? Why would I ask it? Judges, is it boba?
No.
No, this is so far from. This is an insult.
It's a drink.
I know, barely
Yep,
a drink.
it's a
If it's a drink, Jimmy, why aren't you drinking it? I honestly thought coming into this that there would be some that are like
Pat,
drinkable.
pat, pat.
Well, you never know.
I don't know why they put me first. Is my Asian card revoked?
No.
It's borderline.
This is your first strike.
My first strike. Oh, God.
Judges, boba tea. It's probably one of the most famous, popular Asian drinks. But I don't love Asian drinks, but I love Asian liquids.
You're bad. You started off bad. This is
I
scuff.
love Asian drinks. That's something about me. Not everybody loves everything. That's reality. But what I do
Scuff.
love are Asian soups. One of my favorite soups is tom kha. So I wanted to bring the flavors of tom kha to a drink.
Oh God.
This is my tom kha tea. It's got boba. You've got some chili oil on top, and you've also got some nice hard herbs that you can't eat, just like in tom kha.
Yeah, there's a star with these.
Isn't it beautiful?
I feel like what you've done
kind of
is
okay looking.
simultaneously insulted both Tom Kha soup and boba tea in one go.
You were a little more thoughtful to Eugene's at first appearance, so let's just try it.
Yeah, I see something at the
Keith,
bottom.
great job. I actually do see formed boba. That's something you got going for this drink.
Yeah, and it kind of looks like a milk tea. Like if I saw this at the store with the little lid, I'd be like, yeah, that's some kind of a milk tea with something down there. Okay.
You get up close though, and it really starts to lose a little bit of that appeal.
Let's snap together.
Okay, 1,
2, 3.
Oh, wow.
So satisfying.
So I made a tea by steeping lemongrass, Thai basil, mushrooms, ginger, star anise, and then I also put a little bit of lime in as well, just to give it more acidity.
Here we go.
It's gonna be horrible.
Oh, God.
Yep, Rosanna. It's the first one.
Yeah, coconut milk, like in tom kha.
This is a good episode.
What do we think?
We thought this was gonna be the easiest thing.
I
the
didn't.
hardest.
You know what's crazy? If this was hot, it would actually be okay.
Like it tastes like the soup, so it's like eating cold soup. But then the tapioca balls they're so sweet and full of I think like ginger or like it really
They're very
hits.
mushy.
And they're really soft, Keith.
There was no bounce to them. They instantly just.
Yeah.
It's a lot happening.
It's very diluted too. Like even as like a soup, it's just not very flavorful.
It reminds me of. Oh, jeez, I don't even know what it reminds me of. It's not good though.
What if it was hot? What if it was hot?
If this was Tom Kha soup without a recipe, this would be pretty close. But we are doing boba without a recipe.
Yeah, so I don't love boba, and I wanted to show you that you guys don't either.
Your thesis is offensive?
Evil Keith!
His head's turning red.
Okay,
The jokes
Yes.
write themselves here.
contestant to judges. Is it boba? Just technically speaking. Doesn't have to be enjoyable. Is it boba?
This is the closest we've gone to boba,
Boba?
today. Yeah. It is boba with a question mark.
Is it boba?
I
You know what? It's boba. Boba, the first time I drank boba, I'll never forget the feeling as multiple balls hit the back of my throat.
I'm sure it's not an unfamiliar sensation now.
Rapid succession. It was both a surprise and a delight. This was a surprise, not the delight part so much.
You know what? You convinced me. I will say that if someone had this drink, they would be like, "This is shitty boba." So sure, it's boba.
Bro, it's all up to you.
Soft, soft, soft boba.
Judges, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Keith.
I think Zach's gonna win this one still.
What's up, judges? Boba is a texture and flavor experience. Something that the first time you have it, you go, wow, I've never had anything like that before. I wanted to
the
take...
second, like, Keith at least had something resembling pearls. The first guy, Eugene, just terrible. And yes, I literally tore a piece of paper for that joke. Enjoy the non-visual visual gag.
Take the experience of one of America's classics, the root beer float, the sizzle on your table, and I wanted to bring that to a boba experience. So I proudly present the Root Boba Floba, a root beer flavored.
This guy at least seemed to have the most normal idea here, like a sarsaparilla tea with ice cream. It seems almost like something you could
Boba
find.
tea.
Like, it's not the most aesthetically beautiful thing.
The Root Boba Floba. So you've got yourself a boba milk tea with oat milk and oat ice cream on top, and then some Pop Rocks to simulate the sizzle of a fresh Coca-Cola.
Ah,
Okay.
interesting.
That's fun. That's creative.
You know what? The boba on the bottom looks the best, I will say.
At first glance, looking at it, people would assume that this is a boba drink. We've got cute little bobas down here,
Yes,
and they
a
look
bubble.
pretty separate.
Hopefully you're gonna get some of the Pop Rocks up into the straw, popping along
Okay.
the boba as you drink.
You know what's fun? I haven't had Pop Rocks in like 10 years.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
This boba is good.
Yep, there it is.
Let's go.
What the heck, Zach? The texture is really close. This is.
It's really close. Yeah.
Stop trying to eat your
Really
usable
close.
bag.
Bad.
Here, so I can
It's
squish
like
your
really
little
watery.
booty.
Yeah.
But the boba's really good.
Gelatinous texture of it too. This is the closest. It's like kind of very like smooth on the outside.
You know what's funny is that the tea is where I'm supposed to thrive, and it's definitely bad. It's not great. So I tried to make a sarsaparilla black tea.
Oh,
and,
so there's like this herbiness
for the root beer.
I am a little disappointed though, Zach. You have a tea company.
Yeah.
It's like if Keith
And
brought.
I used some of my tea in there.
Wait, don't say
It's
that.
not, yeah, don't say this is not a good promo for your tea.
I definitely, look, I think that I singed the leaves. I think that there's not enough flavor in there. I was gonna put more brown sugar to overcompensate, but then it would just taste like milk tea.
But I am impressed. I think the boba is. I'm gonna say it. If I got this boba at a shop, I would question the color because typically it's more black. But I wouldn't be upset at the overall. It was not the best boba I've ever had.
Right.
But it's definitely
This
like.
would be like a 99-cent like boba shop.
Yeah, like a run in the mill. It's on
You
the
would
side of
say,
the grocery
who
store.
put this shitty tea into the boba?
Yeah, I didn't taste so much a root beer, but I like the idea of a root beer float. Like I like a little bit of ice cream on top. I've never had boba with a little ice cream on top, and I actually think that's a really cute idea.
Kind of cool. I thought the creativity overall was, it's not amazing, but it's definitely different enough to make me go, oh, cool.
Judges, is it boba?
I'm gonna give this one a Y-E, yes. It's boba.
So
I'm gonna
yes.
give you this 不错, which is not bad.
Yeah, that's a compliment in Chinese culture right there. Not bad.
Which, let me remind you one more
foreign
time.
language,
that
so
goes available at
freaking
RT. All
helpful,
proceeds go to charity,
man.
and it's better than that.
That's not saying much though. Oh, panda.
Making boba from scratch is already something that not a lot of people do anyways. Even like a lot of the shops that you go to, they're using packaged boba. It's a very laborious process. So the fact that you guys even did it from hand without a recipe is very impressive. So congrats on attempting it.
All right, guys. Fourth place, we thought it was going to be a difficult one to figure out. Turns out it was actually really easy to figure out. And it was the one that had no boba in it. And a lot of spatzel instead. So fourth place goes to Eugene. Congratulations.
Do we clap?
Womp
First
womp.
place. Participation award.
I'm particularly disappointed in you, Eugene.
Now, in third place is a drink that we tried. It was a good idea. It just didn't execute the way we were hoping. Congratulations to third place. Congratulations. Panda-berry.
What?
These last two drinks, they both had tapioca balls that perhaps were a little bit too big for the straw, but the ones that made it through were pretty close. There was a lot of different senses going on. There was a lot of flavors going on. Teas were, infused with sweet flavors. So, the first place winner is Zach!
Yeah!
We're going for the freebie, baby! Zach Sweep is living large! Is this good sportsmanship? I kind of wanted to slap this right now.
I'm doing it now. I'm part of it.
For all the right reasons.
This was hard. Oh my
This is
gosh.
great.
Are you gonna be okay? Yeah. Wow.
Sounds like a campfire.
Well, guys, thanks for joining us. We got another Without a Recipe. We got one more left, and there's also still tickets on sale for the grand finale, which will be live at tryguys.com/war. Get your tickets now, and we'll see you there. Until next time, bye!
Next time on Without a Recipe, abracadabra, it's illusion cakes.
It all comes down to this.
Here we go. I'm not finishing, Rachel. I don't think it's gonna happen.
Oh my god!
My cake is overflowing. I'm gonna do this. This is not a beginner's baking art form.
Well, that wasn't surprising. I'm just still so disappointed. My expectations were like lowest point of hell, and you still managed to disappoint me on every front. I had no expectations, but still, I'm disappointed. How do you disappoint someone whose expectations are that it's going to be bad? I already knew it wasn't going to be good. I went into this with the expectation knowing it was not going to be good, but I'm still disappointed. I was right in calling out and knowing that the Asian guy, Eugene, wasn't going to make the best boba. He has this weird little knack of being so terrible at everything he tries. It was an interesting attempt.
Hello, friends, and welcome to
Are you sure that was even an attempt? Can we even call that an attempt? Like, he tried, maybe, but was so far from boba, he got 4th place. 4th place in a competition that only had 3 real competitors in it. He lost to a fake panda. Like, I was expecting it to be bad, but I was not expecting it to be that bad. Oh yeah, she's pretty derpy, but that's like her whole thing.
This week, I'm going to be mixing one of every lip gloss from Sephora together into a Mega Frankenfora lip gloss.
I mean, when a lot of your outfit, a lot of your fashion leans towards looking like a bat, you're gonna look a little evil. She's said in previous videos I've watched from her that she wants to become a human bat. Is there a
because
Rosie
the
out
trend
there?
cycle demands matte is out, shiny is in, and I must destroy.
Okay.
So previously on our channel, I've mixed together a lot of things, including hundreds of lipsticks from Sephora and from CVS, as well as eyeshadows, foundations, highlighters, and non-makeup items like candles, soaps, and
Yeah. Some people do genuinely want to look like an evil villain in their lives. And that's on them.
bath bombs, but never glosses. Glosses have escaped my deranged wrath, mostly because when we started our Franken...
What? Yeah, she does. Yeah. Oh, the other half of that conversation was me and my husband talking about a creepy person who comes to the place where I work.
Series 5 years ago, glosses weren't really in the spotlight. It was more about matte liquid lipsticks and highlighters, but over the past few years, as the wheel of the trend cycle turns ever forward and then back onto itself, lip glosses have come back in a big way. From aesthetic small batch homemade gloss videos to big brands turning in their lipsticks for drippy, shiny, glittery lip oils. And as someone who went through middle school and high school in the 2000s, I've worn my fair share of lip gloss. From Bonnie Bell Flip Gloss to Vanilla Lip Smackers to Juicy Tubes, it was a wild, sticky ride, the 2000s. And so, decades later, I greet gloss as an old friend, not as a young upstart, but as a worthy nemesis whose resurrection was foretold by the stars. Gloss would return, and I would have to conquer it. So today we shall do battle, because in this episode of Bad Makeup Science, we are heading back
Do
to the
not
scene of our
put
most
things in
infamous
between your
crime,
teeth that
Sephora,
are not
and buying
food or
one
meant to
of
be chewed
every
on.
shiny, slippery, oozing, glittery, sticky lip gloss they stock, to mix together and create a single Franken gloss that we hypothesize will represent the average or most marketable shade, finish, feel, and scent/flavor of gloss that Sephora carries. As always, it's not good science, it's just plain plain bad. Also, as usual, we will be doing a subscriber giveaway with the extra Franken glosses that we make. So if you're interested in getting one, make sure you're subscribed, and I'll leave more instructions at the end of the video. Now, before we go and ransack Sephora, I just want to take a quick moment to thank the sponsor of today's video, Casetify. Purveyor of fine cases for a wide range of devices, including my aging iPhone 11 Pro, which has been sporting this Casetify case for I think at least 3 years at this point. Casetify's new impact cases are made with EcoShock technology that provide protection from up to an 11.5-foot drop. In case you accidentally drop your phone off of a very short balcony, or when you're standing on top of your friend's shoulders pretending to be one very tall person in a trench coat. That's some serious durability, and it's still sleek, slim, and stylish. Casetify also has a huge range of designs and prints to choose from. I personally, as you can see, am partial to these aliens, but they also give you the ability to customize your own designs. And Casetify's cases are made from 65% recycled and plant-based materials, and partially made from old, upcycled phone cases. So they've basically melted old cases down together into a new case. So it's basically a Franken case. See? Incredibly relevant to this video. So make sure to go to casetify.com/Sophia for 15% off your next order. And now, to Sephora we go. All right, I need a basket for sure. Where shall we begin?
Yeah.
Now, we actually got permission to film at the Sephora nearby after hours. All right, we're gonna do Fenty first, and I know Miss Rihanna has a few. So as not to disturb any other customers with our depravity. All right, and this is old school, right? We just need to grab them by the handful, basically. Yes, 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 yes.
I feel like we have this whole place to ourselves right now.
I know, it's so...
It's after
serene.
hours.
It's
You
so
really
calm.
do.
It's quiet. Too quiet. And though obviously our mission was to pick up literally one of every single color from every single brand. Ooh, yeah, here we go. I got some Huda Booty over here. We had to make a few rules to ensure the success of our experiment. I do see a couple from Selena. You know what they say? You gotta keep an eye out for Selena.
Someone did say that one time.
One time. And we decided that the best thing to do would be to keep everything in our mixture liquid and exclude any solids. Ooh, juicy tubes. These are old school. So lip oils, yay. Gloss sticks, nay. That's pretty close to like one full one, I think. All right, I'm gonna put this at the front. With that caveat in mind, we were able to find glosses from 31 different brands. I have
You'd
some
find
balmy
a lot
gloss tinted
more if
lip
you went to
oil.
somewhere like
Keyword.
CVS or
Possible. With the
Walgreens.
Sephora usual, Solar, Horizon, Ignite. Actually, any makeup brand usual, bizarre names. Sublime, Child, Halo.
How did Child get in there?
What the hell? And thankfully, a wide variety of colors, finishes, and opacities. I'm trying to both ransack, but also leave it nicely.
Ransack nicely.
Something I was excited about with the glosses was that besides
that is
color,
literally
we would also be able
impossible.
to evaluate the finish, the shimmer, the stickiness, the smell, but I didn't really consider that a lot of glosses nowadays are plumping, which means that this thing is going to be spicy. Glossy lip injection extreme? That's like just straight up mean. So I guess that's going to be another element we're going to have to consider in our final Franken mixture. Yeah,
Just
the
how
Too Faced ones are
spicy
threatening.
it's
A lot of
gonna be.
mule imagery.
I know, right?
I'm scared. But after an hour or so of hunting and gathering, I'm like literally doing a lot of squats right now.
Yeah.
It's like, this is hard. We had collected a grand total of 297 lip glosses.
Holy
Can you hand up?
I'm good. No, I got it.
Oh,
I'm leaving the
that's
Sephora
a
with hundreds
lot.
of lip glosses and also my dignity.
Keep telling yourself that.
And after checking out,
Do we have enough receipt paper here?
we grabbed our 6-foot-long receipt. Oh my god, it's beautiful.
It's longer than a CVS receipt for one water bottle.
So we are here in our kitchen with hundreds of lip glosses, ready to detube them and put them into one giant Pyrex. It's detubing time, baby. Now as
Alright, as she said before, this is not science at all. You good? Just making sure. And I think this will be the last video of the day, by the way, because it's getting late and I'm staying up. I gotta edit this down and all that. Oh yeah, it's fun. It's just all for fun. And she does put in a health and safety pamphlet with each of these things that she makes, just in case, to, you know, make sure that people know it's not something you're really supposed to be using for yourself. It's more of like a collector's item.
As per usual with our Franken
I always loved doing stuff like this when I was a kid, you know, just mixing up a bunch of random stuff. Like, let's grab all the soaps in the house and mix them together. See what happens. You know? Or let's mix these two shampoos together and see if it does anything cool to my hair.
experiments, we did a bit of prototyping
Spoiler
beforehand
alert,
of our
it doesn't
chosen
use-
method. We've conquered soap, we've conquered lipstick, we've conquered eyeshadow. Lip gloss may still get the best of us. It's sticky, it's gloopy, it's viscous, it's thick, the tubes are narrow, and the tubes are actually all different from brand to brand, which adds even more challenge. So we have a variety of different methods that we're gonna be using to remove these lip glosses from their tubes, and because there are so many and some of the methods are physically strenuous, not only are we gonna be having Tyler come in to help detube, we're also gonna be having a couple of team members grabbing some and doing some as well. And we divided our 297 lip glosses into 9 different color categories. And we're gonna be starting off with the pink. Now, the first and easiest method we're gonna be employing is with these gel tubes, which you can basically just cut the back end off of. Oh, the lip gloss is already coming out. And then squeeze out the gloss inside.
Hey, you-
like a tube of toothpaste. Go-gurt.
Do you remember the rainbow lip gloss I had that turned into just sort of a brown lip glossy thing? I still have that. I got it from the dollar store. It was such a cute look when I first got it, but then it just turned into gross.
Like a Go-Gurt? Like a
Go-Gurt. Yum, yum, yum.
Oh yeah.
I could really go for a Go-Gurt
Unfortunately
right
for
now,
us,
I'll be
that's what I'm
honest.
talking about. Oh yeah. Not all of them are like that.
It smells watermelon-y. It does.
It does.
In fact, most of them come in these hard cylindrical tubes. And for these ones, it's all about the formula. For the glosses that are less viscous and more runny, you can kind of just remove this fun stopper here.
Similar to how there is one of those on like a handle of Captain Morgan.
Ooh, and then scrape your gloss into the bowl. However, since a lot of it will stick to the spatula,
We have this weird thing. It's actually a makeup organizer, but it has a hard acrylic edge.
we determined after hours of prototyping that we should scrape our spatulas off onto a piece of plastic.
Title flashing. Hundreds of hours of prototyping.
And then let gravity slowly let that gloss drip into our Pyrex.
It eventually
Kind of satisfying in a way.
See, there you go.
We call this the bat poop method.
We originally tried just turning
course
over the
they do.
glosses to see if we could just let them drip out, but the glosses didn't really want to leave the tubes by themselves.
This is how it works, guys.
And we didn't want to heat up or boil the lip glosses for fear of the plastic getting into the gloss and therefore ruining it. Same goes for just power sawing the butts off of the tubes.
This whole demonstration has been shockingly demoralizing to me.
All right, well, we have one more method to show you.
In case that didn't seem complicated enough, there are also some of these cylindrical glosses where either the tube is too narrow or the gloss inside is too viscous to just use a spatula. So for those,
We gotta use this.
You look unhinged.
That looks very
This is
unhinged.
an oil extractor.
which is sort of like a large, pressurized, intense syringe.
Apparently, it's very physically strenuous, is the problem.
Forearms
which
ready.
is why Tyler's here, because
Yes.
he's got 4 arms of steel.
For some reason, my forearms are decent.
That's all you need. It's the only muscle Tyler ever works out.
Oh,
by yourself?
that's
Okay.
mean.
Yes, we tried normal syringes, which worked for some of the glosses,
There it is. There it is. There it is. Yeah, keep going. Keep going.
but for the thickest formulas, they just didn't have enough suck.
It's like a dentist sucker, dentist vacuum. Keep going. Harder.
And in order for the oil extractor to get a good squirt out,
All right, now try and shoot it out.
you have to collect some gloss from a couple of tubes.
This is gonna work, guys.
So here's a better shot from a few glosses later to show you what we're going for.
So that's the idea.
I know this method seems a bit much, but we can assure you that we tried a lot of stuff, and we decided this was the best.
We covered the clock, so you guys wouldn't be able to keep track of the time. And that
did
took
do
about
that.
50 minutes.
Okay, so now on to the rest of the pinks.
All right, let's do it.
Now, pink was
I
our
feel
biggest
bad for
category
these
with
guys.
90 glosses, and we started off with the 9 squeezy tubes.
Mostly Juicy Tubes, Milk, Sephora, and Callie Ray. I don't know who that is.
Just to get the easier stuff out of the way first.
Oh, okay, the Juicy Tubes are where it's at. Oh!
Though even starting off slow, it was clear this was going to be a pretty messy process.
Can I scrape my hand against this thing? Yeah. Perfect. Love it. Into it.
Now, within our pink glosses,
This is so deranged.
69
They've
of them
slowly been
were
getting more
considered
and
to
more
have a high
unhinged
shine
with every
finish,
video they
aka
make.
no glitter.
Oh, these two people in the video are married, by the way.
21 of them were either
Tyler and
shimmery,
Sophia are
glittery, or
married.
metallic.
Ooh, sparkly.
10 of them were considered lip oils, and a whopping 41 of them were plumping. Ouch.
This one smells like a big red gum.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
And though it was kind of slow and gross,
Yeah, plumping oils have, or plumping
We were getting
lip
through it.
glosses
You guys
have
witnessing this right now?
existed for years.
That's a big glob.
as
Maybe, but you know, they're happy together, I guess. But plumping lip glosses and stuff have existed since forever, and most of them have capsaicin or something else spicy in them to make your lips look puffy.
Tyler had coined his own new method to try and get the scraping done faster.
I just went like, and then it just started coming out.
Are you just beating it up like
And,
this?
and push it out, and then start, yeah.
Oh wait, it is working. That did get a lot of it out actually
Yeah.
at once.
The oil extractor we were still working on.
Ready? Going. Okay.
Some of it came out.
Yeah, some of it came out.
All right, try again.
Sometimes it's hard to see,
I don't know what's happening. There's just trembling.
but we were getting better at it.
Yeah.
Let's go!
Let's go.
Basically clearing all of our tubes,
That looks. Whoa, that's pretty good. Yeah.
Hell yeah, man.
All right, we're figuring it out. We are figuring it out,
All right,
people. Maybe.
and getting a lot of gloss into our Pyrex.
Let me hold Tyler's rod really quick.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
Get a steadier stream.
Ooh.
Sometimes at the detriment of different parts of Tyler's body.
It sounded like a
Nailed
fart.
it.
That's all I got,
Nailed
yeah.
it. Nailed it.
It's just gonna have like an indent of the pump on my ab. On my single ab.
And after combining our glosses with our off-screen glosses,
Oh, yeah, like squeegee it out. Yeah.
we were ready to dive into our next 200 glosses.
It
So
really
our nude
did sound
category
like a
was
fart, didn't it?
75 glosses deep,
Here we go. Here's the first nude.
Oh.
but we split them up into 51 lighter nudes, so beiges, taupes, and salmons, and 24 darker nudes, so browns, mahoganies, and terracottas.
Grab a ghoul.
Good job.
Elena was afraid of getting whacked.
So she dropped it. Oh, Tony Soprano.
Notably, this category was on the more calming / less spicy side, at least compared to the pinks.
Kind of smells like chocolatey mint. Mint chocolate is a thing. Not chocolatey mint. Mint chocolate.
As 10 of these guys were lip oils.
Oh, it's coming out. Oh! That's a lot.
And only 24 of them were plumping. And throughout both categories, there wasn't a ton of shimmer, as there were only 9 glittery glosses in the beiges and 4 in the browns.
Yeah, I definitely just dabbed your boob with this.
Nice. Nice. Here's this one.
Grab a ghoul.
But even if the glosses themselves were a little more mild, the process remained unrelenting.
Yeah, I'm getting sore in places I never knew existed. It's my legs, it's my back, my forearms.
Your crack?
My crack is fine.
I think we might owe Tyler another episode of Spa Husband after this one.
This is what you subscribed for.
Well, certainly not that.
This is what you asked for.
No one asked for this.
So after wrapping up the nudes...
Oh, I can see the bottom after that round. Hell yeah.
Dude, you nailed that.
Thanks.
We were ready to move on to our next category, the mauves.
All right, let's do it.
Hold on.
We actually have to wait.
Hold on, sorry. I have to spatula my hands.
That's the sign that you've gone too far. What are you using your spatula on? My hands.
Okay, great.
The mauve category had 33 glosses.
My arms are tired.
This is really fucking bold.
Containing
really
somewhat
weird.
amorphous colors like roses, dusty pinks, and muted
crossed
berries.
the
I'm just
line,
milking
guys.
this milk lip gloss right now.
Yeah.
This is like an udder, sort of.
Could you milk me off?
Teat imagery.
Yeah.
Yep.
And this category was also light on shimmery glosses, and lip oils, and relatively medium on plumping glosses.
We got everything this video, okay? We got all the humors. We got potty humor. We got teat humor. We got grab a ghoul.
Toilet, teat, and tri-state. There you go.
And after a couple of hours of doing this, we were kind of getting into a groove.
Dior. Come out, whatever you want.
Using Tyler's speed poking to plow through tubes at an accelerated rate.
Should I try the Tyler method here?
Yeah, disconcerting plunging. I don't want that to be dubbed the Tyler method.
I'm really Tylering this gloss right now.
People are watching, oh, you poor girl.
Yeah, I guess I played myself. I'm married to you.
Yeah.
And using the oil extractor when we needed to.
Yeah, get him. Yeah, get him. Yeah, get him. There we go. Nice.
Nice.
Nice. Nice.
You'll notice also at this point that we are starting to lose our minds a little bit more.
I'm talking about mirrors, baby.
I think they need a nap.
That's too stupid. I can break your concentration.
Maybe you won't notice since we started off pretty deranged.
There she is. Miss
No,
America.
it's suddenly going
Is that how the song
through.
goes?
But it had been a couple of hours, you
We
see.
must go
Okay,
further
two more.
beyond.
All right,
Plus
So actually,
ultra.
maybe it was time for a little Franken break.
I'm itchy and I'm hungry.
Oh, yeah. Go get them.
So after the mauves, we were on to the clear category.
Oh, I was coming out as like a log.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that looks
kinda
so
fun.
nice.
And there were 31 of these,
Coming in hot.
Ooh, I like that little maple syrup action.
which encompass 19 just straight up clear glosses,
Just like adding in a nice extra layer of insulation,
It
right?
does kind of look like we resined it in there.
It does.
A little.
as well as 12
Oh,
clear
yeah,
or
he's
white
gonna need an
glosses
ice
with
pack
a bit
for
of
his
glitter or
portable
iridescent
arms.
shimmer.
That looks pretty too. What was that sound? Are you alive? Did you just expire?
A little bit.
About 1/3 of these guys were plumping glosses, including a few of the very intimidating extreme injection two-faced ones.
Two-Faced black market lip injections. Two-Faced human growth hormone.
Two-faced, too furious?
Yeah.
And beyond my lips trembling in fear of the Franken mixture to come,
Why is it trembling like that? What was happening?
Complete muscle failure.
Tyler's arms and abs were also trembling from exertion.
Why are my fingers trembling?
It's sympathy trembles.
So he decided to try using other parts of his body to help push the gloss out of the extractor.
I'm gonna use my right pectoral.
This is like literally Tyler lactating. One squeeze and I will drain you.
All right, I'm drained. I'm drained.
As well as playing himself a happy working tune on his brand new set of panpipes.
It kind of works.
Subscribe if you want a Peruvian windpipe made out of empty lip gloss canisters.
I kind of want that.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good.
I kind of do want that.
And then we were on to our last 4 categories.
I think he just
All right,
needs
we've
an
got
ice
Addison
bath.
Rae,
Like,
a
just
Kosas,
dunk him
a
in a
Patrick Ta, and a Tower 28.
tub of
Starting with
ice.
the
I think he'd
25
be
red
happy.
glosses.
Muppet babies, they'll make your dreams come true.
Are you singing the Muppet Babies song?
Yeah.
Which only had 2 shimmery ones in the bunch and also made our bowl look like a crime scene.
Oh!
I don't get hit. No, we're good.
That one was fast and to the point.
Two Addison, too furious.
The 15 purple glosses, of which almost half are plumping.
Ooh, bubble. Bubbles.
And the 18 peachy glosses, so colors like corals, mangoes, and blushes.
Charlotte Tillsbury.
This is Merit.
Merit.
Which overall skew shimmery, but less plumping.
Ready? Against my shoulder. Let's bazooka this.
Yes.
Get in the chopper.
Yep.
All right, ready?
And after we were done with our penultimate glosses,
Ooh, kind of like golden. It's a golden shower.
Let's hope not.
We moved on
Yes,
to
let's
our
hope
final
not, 'cause that's
category,
gross.
the miscellaneous colors.
They're mostly yellow, orange, and gold, so we're just gonna do it.
I love gold.
I do think it's
the
interesting that there weren't
goblins
any
some
super
gold.
bizarre colors like green, blue, or black.
Oh, I'm getting this guy. Dyson vac, baby.
But this category was pretty much a grab bag in all other ways.
Oh, it does kind of smell like banana.
Like a banana pudding.
Like a runt banana.
In terms of scent, finish, plumpness, and brands.
All right, this is our last one. It is a Huda Booty. Whose booty? It's Huda's booty.
Whose booty is that?
And miraculously, Tyler was able to pull out one last squish.
All right, milk me. Like one of your French girls.
Oh, yes! Beautiful, beautiful.
And with that momentous finish,
that basically concludes the detubing part of this Franken experiment. We're still gonna scrape the insides of these guys and then combine our other off-camera glosses into this pot, but then we're pretty much ready to mix.
You heard
Oh
me,
boy,
it's
this is
mixing
gonna
time.
be
I think I'm gonna scrape off the sides
terrifying.
first
I'm
and then mix the main part.
so scared.
Cool?
Ooh, dilly.
So in our total Frankengloss mixture, we had a color percentage breakdown of a whopping 30% pink glosses,
Oh, it acts interestingly.
17% lighter nude or beige, 11% mauve, 11% clear, 9% red,
Oh, I love it.
I'm trying to be aesthetic. Sort of succeeding, maybe, maybe not.
8% darker nudes or browns, 6% peach, 5% purple, and 3% miscellaneous colors.
Ooh, groovy. Look at that. Almost like water marble-y.
Which, just from an eye test, is just a whole lot of pink, and variations or relatives of pink.
All right, so I'm gonna really mix it now.
Mix it.
Should I ruin it?
Ruin away.
All right, I'm gonna ruin it.
Obviously, based on our
I think it's
previous
gonna turn
Franken
out more
experiments,
brown.
one could expect this
Browny
color to either
purple.
turn out red, brown, purple, or berry colored.
I'm getting like red velvet batter vibes.
Yes, a muted brown bricky red.
And I think it actually settled on a nice midpoint between our Franken wedding cupcake color and Frankenfora lipstick color.
It's not 100% not Frankenfora, but it's not identical. At least I don't think.
No, it's brickier.
Maybe it is the same.
No, it's more brick color.
When we
That one's
swatch
more
it, I'll
berry.
bring out the Frankenfora and we can see. All right, so I'm gonna suck some gloss up into my syringe and then syringe it into one of our clear lip gloss tubes.
We also made a cute custom Frankengloss sticker for our tubes to add some air of false legitimacy.
It also has a disclaimer on it.
The disclaimer says, this is a novelty item and the full ingredient list cannot be verified. Use at your own risk. I meant what I said and I said what I meant.
Thankfully, our formula was runny enough at 12% lip oil and also not in a narrow tube.
That's the sexiest damn thing I've ever seen.
So we were able to use a normal syringe for the re-tubing at least.
Trying to like make sure it settles at the bottom.
Oh, no. I love it. I love it.
I feel like that's good. I have one of these little stoppers, one of these little demons that we spent hours getting rid of on our other tubes. It's gonna go right back into our tube. So don't you dare try and Franken this, okay? All right.
God,
so
I cannot
that
even
is
imagine
a
trying to make
Frankengloss. Talk about Frankengloss, baby.
Now, in terms of formula,
Cheers. Oh, it's warm. It is spicy.
37% of our
It is
glosses were
spicy.
plumping, which I could definitely feel.
I put it on and it was cool and then suddenly it was hot. It was like an icy hot patch for my bottom lip.
And I could also feel the lip oils at work as well.
It's very shiny. It's more slippery than sticky.
23% of our glosses were shimmery, glittery, or metallic.
Little spackle.
For a second I thought you were trying to say spatula and you said spackle instead, but you meant sparkle with a Boston accent.
Spackle.
Which you could definitely see in the bowl, but less so on the face. Also, in terms of the scent and flavor, since Sephora and these brands don't officially declare what kind of scent they're going for, I don't have exact statistics, but throughout the detubing, I smelled
bubblegum something.
Oh yeah, actually bubblegum is piercing through.
Really minty.
Ooh, that's refreshing actually.
Though the final concoction, interestingly, started off smelling like,
For some reason strawberry comes to mind, but I feel like none of them smelled like strawberry when we were putting them in.
and then once on the face,
A little minty, a little vague fruity. It's not cantaloupes, but for some reason cantaloupes comes to mind.
and I thought it tasted like
Berry, mint, and wax. Kind of like a candle tastes, which to me is very appetizing.
Now, interestingly, when swatched side by side,
That is more different than I thought it would be actually.
the Frankengloss was actually sheerer, warmer, and much lighter than the Frankenfora lipstick.
Like it's more pink than berry in my opinion. So this experiment was worth something.
We've got range.
Which is reflected in the difference in the color breakdowns between the two. Though obviously these stats are a little bit old at this point, I think it's interesting to compare what colors brands think they can sell as lipsticks versus lip glosses. Though one could say that mauves and peaches would be recategorized as purples and oranges, it is shocking how much of a lead pinks have over reds in the Frankenfora gloss versus the Frankenfora stick.
I like the color. My mouth is a little numb though.
But it was time to wipe off our gloss and call it a night, just to give my mouth a break.
Your lips are kind of chapped, so I'm worried for you. It looks like a nice color on you though.
Until the next day when we would do a wear test.
I'm feeling a lot right now.
Yeah?
Top lip.
Yeah.
Top lip.
Let me see. Oh my god, I can see it actually. You look like you're doing like a duck face.
I do. I'm not doing a duck face right now. I'm just looking.
His
And Tyler
face?
agreed.
You know what? The lip gloss doesn't look
Alright.
bad on him,
So
does
it's the
it?
next day, or a couple of days
Alright.
later, but don't tell anyone, the next day. Now, a couple of interesting things I noticed when we returned to do our wear test. All right, here it is. Feels good now. One, it seemed less spicy somehow, still tingly, but I wonder if a little bit of time has subdued the spice, because I remember it being more painful than this. Maybe stirring up the glosses activated the spice somehow, so it'll start to fade? No idea, to be honest. I might be starting to numb, though. I might be entering the lidocaine stage of this lip gloss. Two, we hadn't really done done a bona fide plumping test yet, so here's a quick shot of what my lips looked like before and what they looked like 10 minutes after application.
I'm seeing some plumpage, Sean.
I am also seeing some plumpage. I'm seeing a little bit of plumpage here. 3, it doesn't really smell like cantaloupes anymore. Not sure why. I'm thinking artificial cherry. I think that's where I'm settling. After that, we decided to venture
That's
out.
so
First off, to
weird.
see how long the gloss would last before needing to be reapplied. All right, so it's been about an hour since the initial application, and the lip gloss is mostly gone. I guess I didn't think it would last that long, since most glosses don't, but it did sort of lickety-split off my face. I kind of meant to check in at more of an intermediary stage, like, oh, it's fading, but then I looked in the mirror, and I felt on my face, and it was gone. Though interestingly, when we did our transfer test, ready? Cheers. I also thought that the gloss would wipe right off, and it did transfer, which is unsurprising since most glosses do. You can see some glitter on the straw. I don't think it's moving around my face though, is it?
It's subtly there.
It's subtly there, but it didn't seem like it all transferred off. It actually looks like there's some still left on my face though. So I wonder if I'm just secretly eating the gloss when I'm not noticing or something. All right, here it is. Ready? Let's see what we can do. Then we headed to Sephora to find a dupe. Oh, that's not good.
That's not right.
No. That's not right either. No. I'm getting further away. And to be honest, though I wouldn't have said our color was super unique, that one's too baby, too pinky, too peachy, too dark, just right. It was kind of hard to find a dupe of. So far, Miss Rihanna's winning. Rihanna's Fenty Glow was kind of close.
Oh, that's not so bad.
Oh, that's pretty good. But in the end, Charlotte Tilbury had the best match with High Society. Though that one isn't plumping.
My hand is a little itchy, I'm not gonna lie. Feeling it a little bit.
Why does it look plumper to me?
My hand starts swelling up. Extreme hand injection. Then we stopped by Nordstrom to recycle our empty lip gloss tubes.
Nordstrom.
Though it was tempting to try and turn our tubes into flutes, we decided to highlight this cool beauty cycle service that Nordstrom does. Here's the last bit, ready? Where you can drop off your empty makeup packaging and they will figure out how to properly recycle and reuse it, which kind of rocks. Okay, so that was my day wearing the Franken gloss. Overall, with a lot of struggle and strife, I do think we eventually conquered the lip glosses, and though our ending color wasn't vastly different from some of our other mega Franken experiments, it's always fun to have a new product, no matter how spicy it is. Though who knows? Maybe by the time it gets to you guys, all the spice will have worn off. And in the end, we were able to turn our vat of gloss into 277 Franken glosses to give away to you guys. I really hope you guys like it. Beyond the tingle, I'm really into the formula. It's not too sticky, it's nice and slick, so maybe in some aspects, it really is the perfect gloss. On that note, if you'd like to try and win one of these bad boys, all you have to do is click that subscribe button,
again,
comment
as
down
she
below what we
said,
should
there's
name
no
this
way
guy,
you
and
can,
fill out the
like,
Google form in the description box.
check all the
But as
ingredients
always,
of these
apply at your
things
own
and
risk. It's
probably
not
not a
good
good
makeup
idea to
science,
use it.
guys. I can't guarantee the quality of anything, especially now that Too Faced has insisted on adding an element of danger to the mix. Thank you guys so much for watching, and a big thank you to Casetify for sponsoring this video. If you like that video, make sure to smash that like button, and if you want to see more videos like this, make sure to smash that subscribe button. Here are our various short form and social media handles.
And remember, if you liked this video, to smash like and subscribe and share it with your friends, and follow me on Twitch and just all that other stuff. Yeah, it was cool. It was a nice sort of flip over from the Try Guys thing. My gosh, that was more infuriating than I was thinking it would be. Toaster, what are you doing? Is there a bug? But this has been Penelope Blossom, the professional possum. But this has been Penelope Blossom, the professional possum. It was very irritating. It's been fun hanging out with everyone who came to the stream. I gotta go play possum for a little while and edit my video. Till next time, I'll see you on the same... It was very irritating. It's been fun hanging out with everyone who came to the stream tonight. I gotta go play possum for a little while and edit my videos. Till next time, I'll see you on the same possum channel at the same possum time. Thursday. Later.